Hello, everybody, and welcome to the big throwdown. Mr. Berman is back in the room, and
Well, former UK DreadBall champion, please. Yeah.
was it just UK? Was it global?
I like to think it was the World Series.
I think Universal.
Yeah, okay,
Universal
fine. Galactic,
World Champion, Galactic
okay,
Champion. But you did get bumped out just at the last
Yeah, that's
event.
fine. But I've
former.
come out of retirement to play
to
this.
bring it back,
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of coaching recently, sort of youth teams, that sort of thing, commentary.
giving back to community.
Yeah, but now, a bit like sort of Mike Tyson, I was promised a hefty fee
dumb.
to come and do this.
Go down in the sixth.
Yeah.
So definitely no bribery or corruption here. No corporate greed. This is for the... So, thank you for joining us. We are going to be playing through DreadBall Allstars, our latest and most sexy of fun. And I've been, obviously been thinking about it. We've been working on it for the last few weeks. I think the hobby angle for me is about bite size.
Yep.
5 figures feels like a nice number.
Yeah, I mean, you can see here it's quite easy to get on the table as well. It's like a good kind of pub game.
So I think, if you're looking for something that's going to consume every minute of your waking day for the next 3 or 4 months, we have Kings of War and we have Epic Warpath for you. So we're there. I think we're seeing this at the other end of the scale, which is a pop out and play.
Beer and pretzels.
Yeah, I beer and pretzels. People keep saying this. Everything. Yeah, just getting together with your mates and having an absolute hoot and a laugh. So we're going to try and put that to the test. Well, we couldn't find any mates, so sworn
so you had to
enemies.
draft me in. Yeah,
sworn
okay,
enemies.
Yeah.
I've already started swinging. Sorry, on my chair. So where are we at? We've done a little bit of pre-setup, but very little. The overview is it's the DreadBall All-Stars. It's the World Cup, the best of the best players from all around the galaxy.
Yeah.
We've got 2 teams in front of us. My beautiful assistant Rob has the Jets. Talk us through the Jets.
So the McKinley Jets, if you know your sort of Warpath background, the McKinley Drive is what allows people to do faster than light travel. So these guys are rich. I guess these are the Rolls Royce kind of the jet engines. The Teslas. So these guys have a lot of money. And the idea, I guess, between DreadBall All-Stars is you've got these big corporations that are funding these teams. It's a marketing expense for a lot of these. They just want to get their name out there, as we'll see with some of the other teams as well.
Yeah, we'll loop back to those later, but we won't delay. I've got the Juggernauts, which the drink is called
DreadMax. So
DreadMax.
if you sort of know DreadBall, so DreadMax is a recurring drink that comes through.
In no way any popular fizzy drink.
Oh my God, don't watch out.
No, sorry. So no.
That's it, the stream's been cut. But
cease and desist.
So DreadMax, they'd had a failed sort of launch of a new drink, and now
back in the 8th.
They've basically got behind them again to kind of basically make the drink more popular. Between the periods, they're drinking it. When they're off the pitch, they're drinking it. It's all about kind of making this drink famous again.
So and then the styles in the play. Jets are fast. They've got engines. Ours are big, tough.
And I'm surprised you've taken the Hitty team.
It's got dwarf in it.
Okay, right. That's literally the only reason. Yeah, fine.
And it's not got any L's in it. So, which way I'm going to go. I didn't like the green stuff. Didn't like the Matt Sedan. She's lovely. But, I can ignore the green skins in exchange for not playing
fine.
any Asterians. We'll talk through the teams and the players as we get going. We've actually picked... I'm going to be playing as the underdog.
Yep.
And Rob plays as the favourite. That's normally a roll-off. But in order to get the game and get some of the cards set up, we've done that.
Yeah.
And that changes which deck you have. So I have the underdog deck.
Yeah.
Very similar. And then you add your specific team cards to that deck.
So these are cards that you'll be using throughout the game to do bonus activations or give you an extra dash, that sort of thing. And they can be really, really important, actually, for giving you the right thing at the right time, particularly the extra activations. So it's a kind of alternate activations. So I do a player, then Ronnie does a player. But if you've got some of these cards, you can have an extra activation, which is really important for kind of getting those, stringing those big plays together. So you might pass it to someone, they catch it, you do your extra activation, and off you go.
Yeah. And I think the way Jervis designed it is that within a turn, quite a lot happens. First couple of times a bit of movement, but as you build these cards up,
Yep.
and how you use these, and each of your team specific cards are very thematic to your team. I just realised I've shuffled them all back together again. So there they are. That's what they're going to do. And later on, we'll come and explain how you can build out that cool deck of cards.
Yep.
By winning tournaments.
I think to begin with, we will have to find out how many cards we get if you want to start, or...
Yep, so let's talk about fan facts. Well, let's just talk about what we've done first. So
Yep.
the events to be drawn. This is where the ball is going to scatter. We're going to use this as the ball today.
Yeah.
And then you've got your sequence of play, which is draw your DreadBall cards.
Yeah. In a minute.
Launch the ball.
Yeah.
Draw the event card. Then the activation fade. And then the end period of play when there's some tidy and wrap up. Do we set up first? Or do we
Yeah,
do
I mean, it's worth saying as well what's happening on the board, just in case you're not familiar with it.
Yeah,
so it's a half each. So me and Ronnie will set up in our separate halves. You've got the middle bit here. This is where the ball will launch on. It's dangerous to stand here, so avoid that bit. And these are the different sort of goal hexes where you will score your strikes or goals, basically. So if you go to these ones, which are a bit closer, easier to get to, you'll get 1 point, unless you get triumph, which I guess we can talk about in a bit.
Yeah.
And if you make it all the way down to here and you score, you'll get 2 points or potentially 3 points. Scoring's not like your sort of normal football. The way it works is like a tug of war. So if Ronnie scores, it might go to 2, and then it will go. If I score again, it might go back to 1 that way. So.
Yeah. If I score a 2-pointer by going here, I'd get 2 points.
Yeah.
Rob then scores a 2 points, it goes back to 0.
Yeah.
Then he scores again, another point. I score a 3-pointer, it comes back.
Yeah.
So it's quite a tug of war, and the whole point is within your plays, trying to create those plays, allow you to score. The further into the opponent territory it is, the harder it is to get the ball down there.
Yeah.
The more you get rewarded for it.
Yeah.
And then you can get a bonus point by scoring a triumph if you're in those scoring zones.
Yes. Okay, so shall we set up?
Yep.
Do you think we're ready? So,
I think we're ready for some setup.
Okay, so let me just make sure. Look, I think I set up first, and then you set up. I could check the rules if we want.
Let's check the rules. Let's do
just
it.
in case. Well, you could maybe talk. You could talk a little bit more about the game, I suppose, Ronnie, about the Kickstarter.
Yeah. So the Kickstarter's live now. You're going to end up in the main pledge with 4 teams. So you're going to have the Juggernauts and the Jets, plus 2 of the other teams that are there. We're going to talk about all the different teams later. And the core arena, which is this one we're looking at, and there's a nod back. It's flipped, and we've got the Grubertech arena on the back, or the original Neoridium, I think, in black. I forget which one it is, but that's going to be on there. There's a few little Kickstarter exclusives in there. And then there's another couple of layers if you want to go all the way up to get 6 teams and ultimately 7 teams. Yep. If you do that, I think it ends on Thursday. So hopefully this will be exciting enough to get you to jump on board. Obviously, you're saving an absolute fortune. You're helping us with the tooling enormously. We're going to have all of these in this beautiful PVC that we're doing. And then there'll be a big retail launch in early 2027 when you'll be buying them individually as teams, and then we're coming out to retail stores and so on and so forth. So probably around the Adepticon Salute era of the year.
Okay.
Of course, delivered by then. Right.
So, I was looking at you to set up first, but we'll follow this properly. Shall we? So we're going to play 2 periods.
Yep.
We'll see how we get on. We'll try and play 2 periods. You can decide, but the kind of standard is 2.
2 halves.
2 halves.
Game of 2 halves.
Yeah, there we go.
2 halves.
And then we will then shuffle that. We've done that, and we can crack on. We can put the ball there. Yep. Because you're under a bit back. So you've got the foul dice, which is that red one.
So if you're the underdog, you get a foul dice. It means when I just want to tip something in my favour, I might chuck the foul dice in. The good news is it gives me an extra dice, so more chance of success. The bad news is if I roll a 1, bad things happen.
Yeah.
So I get caught cheating, basically. Now, I thought I was going that way, but I'm going this way, so I'm just going to quickly...
Okay, you're moving them around?
Yeah, just so I can remind, because I'm all a bit thick, what each one's supposed to do. So this is my Kimura the Wall, sits at the back and can both throw the ball a long way and interfere with anyone trying to score.
Yep.
So I'm going to set up here.
Yep.
I've then got these boys and...
you might want to...
Oh, yeah, okay, thank you very much.
See, that's the only help you'll get.
Okay. Until I do something
That's
else
your freebie.
really stupid, and then I'll probably, hopefully, you'll help me again. There we are. Right.
Okay. So I am going to. Well, that's them there for reasons that will become clear. So I've got
The
Jato.
world
She's
champion I'm playing here.
very good at slamming. This is sort of like Susie Slick Connors is kind of my striker, so I probably want to put her quite forward. The Hawk is good at throwing, so I guess I could put. Well, they're the mysterious. You don't know who is the Hawk, so I'm going to put them there. And then Miguel Van Dien is, let's put that there, brother of Rico Van Dien.
He was in one of the other teams, I think.
Yeah, an old player, actually, Rico,
Yeah.
an old MVP.
Right.
Okay, cool. And I guess now we need to do DreadBall cards. So we'll do a fan roll.
No. Do you start with a set number and then fan roll on top of that?
No, so you roll your, I believe you roll your fan factor, or maybe you start with 3 and then do a fan factor after that.
Rush out? Yes, if we start with 3. I think we start.
Well, let's take 3. 1, 2.
And then you have a maximum up to 7 anyway.
Yeah.
I've got a fan factor of 4.
I've also got a fan factor of 4.
And so what we're looking for,
Oh, here's Ross. Ross is running in. Yeah.
Yeah. There, we got it right. We got it. Yay! First success. Okay. So, worth explaining, on every stat card, and we'll come back to this, that is the number of dice you
Put it in
roll.
the middle.
That's the number of dice I'm going to roll.
Yeah.
And I'm always looking for 5 or more to be a success.
Yep.
So it's dead easy. Fan roll, 5 or more. And I have 1, 2. My eyes aren't deceiving me. So I get 2 more cards.
Yep. I'll roll
into my
mine.
hand. 1, 2.
So I've got 1,
Hurrah!
which is slightly depressing.
It's wonderful.
Yeah. And I guess we'll show these cards as we're actually using them
Yeah.
as well.
As long as I win, we don't care how we get there.
Yep. So now I guess we draw the event card.
And just explain what the event card is and why it's good fun.
Yeah, so I guess if you're a DreadBall regular, you'll know the event deck was kind of added in to add these sort of crazy events like the rigging coming down or the fans invading the pitch, that kind of thing. So it's sort of unusual events that happen during the course. You draw them whenever someone scores or at the start of any period, I think, as well. So they will add different effects to the
And
game.
it's just going to make every single game, even though everything's going to be different anyway.
Yeah.
If you're playing the same person, as you can see, it's quite a decently stacked deck.
Yeah.
You're not going to get through all of them in any given game for sure.
Yeah.
But it just means there's another little thing going on,
Yeah. Yeah.
which sometimes is good, sometimes not so good, depending on how you're playing.
Actually, we need to launch the ball first, just in case anything happens to the ball.
Let's do that.
So, so when you're launching the ball, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you roll a D8 for that. And then you've got the scatter dice here to see where it scatters. So if I roll them both over here, it goes 2
1, 2.
and then 1. So it'll go there.
There. We're going to use this big ball out here so we can see clearly at all times.
So scattering, again, is quite easy. You just roll on there to see where the ball scatters. Now we can draw our event, just because the ball could explode or something like that. I haven't rigged this at all. So this
exploding ball.
This is the event. So it's distracted referee. The coach that has the foul dice must give it to the opposing player.
I think. Do we rigged? We think it's rigged.
No. Well, I might not use it. I'm too scared to use it because
I just use it instantly. So
Okay.
we're only delaying when you
so
get
that
it by
will
1 turn.
sit there.
Right.
So we've launched the ball. So we've drawn the DreadBall cards. We've launched the ball. We've drawn the event cards. It's now the activation phase. So like we were saying
Favourites
earlier.
Initiative.
Pardon?
Favourites initiative.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a good point actually. Yeah. So the initiative is indicated on the card again.
So let's
This
just.
deck-
I just said to him, you shuffle that deck. You know, I can see him laughing from next door. You shuffle that deck, and let's make sure we've got a few good ones to get going. And clearly, I can see that I'm going to have no underdog cards.
Yeah.
Every single one's going to be favouring a fast-playing team. But at least I've now got my out. So if
Yeah.
I'm getting beat, I can now blame that.
Okay. Right. Should we? Well, I tell you what. We serve best of luck, Ronnie.
Yeah, somehow I feel I'm getting fleeced by a former world champion back on his game. You're like Tyson Fury. You've retired more times than...
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to have a look at what I want to do.
Should I put my fingers in my ears and you can
No,
explain?
well, I can explain. So I guess at the minute you've got a very defensive sort of lineup here. I'm quite scared of all your players, actually. So yeah, I have possibly set up my people in the wrong place actually now, but that's fine. That was all part of the plan. So okay. So yeah, I think one, two, three, four. Sorry, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I'm knocking your players over. Where was
Oh,
he?
they tell you every single technique. Oh, where was it? Oh,
I think it was there. Yeah, that's fine.
Just there. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, right. I'm gonna actually activate Wheelie, who's my big robot at the back. And the reason for activating Wheelie is because they've got an ability, which is Wheelie can take a slam action after taking a sprint action. So what you normally do is when you activate a player, you can move and then take one action. So the actions available are handoff, which is when you can give the ball to a friendly player. You can throw the ball, obviously if you're passing it down the pitch, hopefully. You can slam, which is what I'm going to do in a second. You can sprint. So sprint, if you look at a card here, so if I show you wheelies in the middle.
And if you just talk through the whole of wheelies,
yeah, actually, yeah.
So move, and there's your sprint, and then you've got these other skills. So they're clearly better at some things than others.
Yeah.
And then they've got a special star player skill as well.
So yeah, so you see, for example, Wheelie, I can move 4, and then I can sprint for +4, and then his ability is Wheelie can take a slam action after taking a sprint action. So that's quite good for me because it means I can actually move 8 and then slam.
Whack.
And I also add 3 dice to the slam roll if Wheelie started more than 4 hexes on the target. That's why I set up Wheelie right at the back.
Now, normally I'd say to people, what you're going to do for the first couple of games is you're going to start working out how your players go, and you'll use that big star action. You think, oh, he's the keeper. Okay, he keeps the ball, and that's the throw. He's going to throw it. But obviously, I'm playing against a former world champion here. So not only is he playing the baseline, but he's also started to use his combos.
I've never played these team before.
just
outrageous.
Happen to know that he sets it down. So what he's going to do is try to punch a hole in my team by using his big tough one to punch the hole. Can he get the ball? At this point, it's probably largely I go, you go. It's harder to get some bonus activations, but
sure, yeah.
I can see by the look on his face, he's going to smash me and then go and try and pick up the ball. So
a big
let's get ready for
important thing to remember is currently before you activate or you start moving, you flip over your card to show they've been activated. And you'll see here, I've got all my cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for each of the players. You've also got a coach card, which lets you do an extra activation, which means you can activate the same character again, potentially, or another character. So again, that's about stringing those combos together. Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 into them there. And then I'll do my sprint, 1, 2. Now, I am in the middle, which is slightly dangerous. I could get hit by the ball, but I'm going to risk it.
Risk it for a biscuit.
Yeah. So now it's time to slam. So again, here you can see my slam is 4. So that means I'll take 4 dice. I am in the threat hex of another player. So that means I won't get any bonus dice. If you're not threatened, I get a bonus dice. However, because I did my thing, I'll get 3 dice in the slam roll. So I'll be rolling 7 dice. I mean, have I gotten enough actually here? 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, just. So again, for successes, 0 to 1 is, 1 to 4 is not a success. 5 to 7 is 1 success. And then 8 is 1 success, and you roll an extra.
So we've got exploding 8s. It's a kind of Mantic staple these days. And that's one of the reasons we put the D8s in. So 5, 6, 7. Great, you've got a success. 8, you've got a success, and you get to roll again, so you can get the big, crazy numbers coming out.
Yeah. So, which character is this one I'm rolling against?
This is you're rolling against Nelson, I believe.
He's got no abilities or anything like that.
Second. Is it Juggernauts or Nelson? Let me just stand my way. No, you are on Whiplash.
Okay. Yeah, nothing.
Yes.
Okay, right. So I'm going to roll my dice. So I'm looking for basically 5+. Oh my goodness. Okay, so after all that, I've got 2 at the minute. However, the good news is that they 8s explode.
Yeah, so you got 1 explode, only 1 6 and 1 8.
Yeah, and I'll roll that one again. Oh, another 8. Here we go. Choo choo. It's the 8
The
train.
8 train is leaving the station.
Oh,
yeah, that's out.
Okay, so I've got 3.
So 3 successes.
So if I look at my challenge outcome,
I was going to say, if that had been your star skill, if he was a slam star, you'd have got an extra 1/4, which would have taken you to triumph.
Yeah, so that is, unfortunately, even with all those, just a success. I mean, I could burn a card. I probably won't at the minute.
And what does a burner card do? What can
So
do
I could burn one of my cards for a re-roll.
So you could get one of those dice and roll it again. So if there's one of these dice, one of these cards you're not going to play for a while, burn it, try and get it from the 3 to the 4.
Yeah.
If you hadn't got any, you'd probably go for it because you need the success so you don't lose it.
Yeah.
Not quite as devastating as you thought it was going to be, but still going to push me out the way.
Yeah,
and start
so you'll
creating
get
space.
pushed back.
Right.
I think that I then follow up. And then means you have to take a grit roll. So that's basically to see if you'll stay on the pitch.
Stay on the pitch. Right. And now then, I am going with
Whiplash.
And my grit is 4.
Yep.
So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 dice for a grit test. And I love it. I absolutely love it. 7, 6, and 7. I was only 1 away from loving it so much that I was going to get a triumph. So again, grit, success. The player is unharmed.
Yeah.
So grit is about my defensive chance of getting smashed. So if someone big hits someone small, lots of hits, great. Grit's low. Triumph, the player is unharmed. So actually,
so that does mean because you're still standing, you can do a slam back as well.
Yeah, and that's an instant thing, or is that my turn?
Yeah, so a player that is a target of a slam can slam back. If they are still standing after the roll for the initial slam has been resolved, a slam back takes place before a turnover happens. Well, it wasn't a failure, my slam. And you carry out in the same way as a slam, but you have to target the character that slammed you.
Right.
Okay, so And
that will be my activation.
No,
it's just a free.
I think so.
Whack.
I think that's the free whack.
Unless
Ross runs in and tells us otherwise.
Otherwise, we're going to be working on that assumption.
Yeah.
He's coming now. Ross
I can hear him stamping down the corridor. Or maybe not.
Maybe it wasn't him. Right. So I'm going to be on the assumption that why would I not punch you back in the face? I'm still standing. Opponent tries when attempting a slam. You can move over to 2x and take strike. Hello. It's a bit like one of those competitions, when you're in, you're like the thingy puzzle and the game's.
Oh yeah, the escape rooms. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
So he slammed me. He got 3 successes, pushed me back. I'm tough as old boots with my grit, so I rolled. I did my pick roll, passed with 3. So I got 3 successes, so didn't fall over and I'm unharmed.
Yeah.
And then we're just asking, is slam back a freebie action or is that my activation?
No, it's a freebie.
Yeah.
It's just a look. Yeah, just punch him back right in the face. Good and hard. We love that. And this is a slam.
Yeah.
So I would use 4 dice if I had the foul dice. Right, dash, jump, dash. Oh, damn it. Power slam.
I'm committing them all to memory.
I shall be watching.
Okay.
Thanks, Dad. Right, we've got 2 successes
Yeah.
and 2 not successes. So I've got 2, which probably means I'm going to slam, success. They push back and must take a grit roll.
Yep. So I guess you'll push me back. So we haven't done a lot here. We just sort of pushed. We sort of got
pushing
in the middle
each
and
other.
pushed
It's a back and forth.
Yeah, and then I'll take a grit roll. So luckily, that is my sort of special ability. So I get 5 dice. I've already got 1 success because, again, we were just talking about it's got the star in here. So that means that counts as 1 success before I even roll. So I just need I just need to. So I've got 1, 2 at the minute with another 8. Another 8. Here we go. I learnt these dice.
Yeah, I'll be taking those off you.
I got 4, so that's 5 successes.
The player is unharmed.
Yeah, so that's a grit. Triumph, the player is unharmed. Unfortunately, I don't get
it's just dead straight with grit. You just don't get your face punched in.
Now, normally that would be your
go.
go.
Look at the smile on his face.
Yeah,
you know?
but I'm a bit worried that the ball is sort of right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I never like to leave the ball unattended. So I am going to use one of my cards, which is bonus activation. So play this card to take a bonus activation. If I wanted, I could play it on wheelie again, actually, but I don't want to do that. So I am going to play it on someone who's going to be good at getting the ball. And I think that will be... I don't want to... maybe on Susie Slick Connors. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I'm going to activate... now, because it's a bonus activation, Ross may run in and tell me. I don't think I have to flip the card over. So I can just move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. And then I need to pick up the ball. So that is a keep. So fortunately, that was at one point my special ability, but now it's not anymore. So I will roll 4 dice, needing a 5. Well, needing 2 successes. So I've got 2 at the minute with an exploding 8. So just 2. So luckily that is a success. So that just means I've picked up the ball. And that is the end of my go.
Right.
Over to you.
So we'll go over to my turn while Ross just checks the rules about whether that is a full activation or a bonus activation. It's fine.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Now then, what we need to do is start getting a bit of pressure on this ball. We don't want to leave him hanging around with the ball too long. And I can either... Ooh, that might be good. And I can't decide. So I'm just going to talk everybody through it, and then we'll have a vote about which one I do. But it's one of these two.
Can I vote?
Yeah, no.
No.
Funnily enough. In fact, yeah, whatever you vote for, I'll do the opposite. Nelson has got crush. So remove 1 dice when an opposing player has to make a grit roll after being slammed. My slam is pretty good. It's a slam of 5. So he's going to run up and whack him for a 5. And then hopefully if I get enough successes, they're going to remove a grit.
One thing I did forget there was my extra dice because I wasn't threatened. I didn't need it anyway.
Didn't need it
anyway.
No. And you might be able to do something cool, but there we are. Yeah, when you're doing something under pressure, it's harder to do.
Yeah.
And actually, I think we've done it the usual way, which is you get a bonus if you're not threatened.
Yeah.
Rather than impediment if you are. And then Whiplash Juggernauts. If Whiplash triumphs when attempting a slam, you can move Whiplash up to 2 hexes and take a strike action with him, which would have been great. Unfortunately, I don't have the ball.
Well, that's why never leave the ball alone.
Yeah, correct. So we would have had that and gone for it. But there we are. So now what I can do, this is the team skill, is I can actually brush aside. At the start of their activation, a Juggernaut can brush aside 1 opposing player that's adjacent to them. So again, if I had that ball, I could go here and start moving that. Yeah. Not terribly relevant. I think we've got our simple, simplistic, yet joyous.
Don't complicate it.
Keep it simple, stupid. And I'm going to come up and just absolutely slam them and see if we can't get that ball bouncing around.
Remember to turn your card over.
Of course. Definitely not an illegal manoeuvre here.
It was Whiplash, wasn't it?
No.
Is it?
Yeah, no, it's when Nelson.
Okay, sorry, yeah.
That's will.
Yep.
So Nelson, Juggernauts, remove 1 dice and opponent to make a grit roll. So we're going to do that. We're activated. So slam of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And bonus dice or dash. Play this card to allow a player to add 1 dice to a challenge roll or to move 1 extra hex after they move, sprint, or stand up. So obviously, nobody wants extra movement. What we want.
So just you want to put that in the middle, just show what it was?
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. So that's bonus dice or dash.
So what I'm going to do is take an extra dice and add it to my dice pool.
Yep.
So we're now looking for as many 5s as we can with a few 8s as well. So we've got a 7, a 5, a 5, and a 6. So we've got...
someone's inspecting these dice on the
camera.
Yeah.
All recorded. Definitely love to see here, Rob. So that's going to be 4 successes, which will be in triumph territory.
Yep.
So there's no point buffing it. I'm not going to burn a card. I've got the triumph. So we go to slam. Triumph. The opponent is pushed back, falls prone, and must take a grit roll. Prone players are injured.
Yep.
we're also going to have to find out what we do with the ball, I think.
Yeah, I imagine the ball will scatter. So let's push me back. Does the ball scatter first? I think it probably does. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, let's. I would imagine it would do.
Do the other bit while we're doing that.
Okay,
so we know where the ball is, and we'll come back to that. It's either underneath you or it's not. You're going to go back one and hit the floor.
Yep.
And
you
then
would then follow up as well. So I imagine that's why I would think
Yeah.
the ball would be scattered before.
I think it's either underneath you or faster. But we'll just wait for the judge's ruling from Ross to come in and clarify that. But I'm going to move up, and then we do have our joyous remove one dice when an opposing player has to make a grit roll.
You rang?
Yes, hello. So we'll do the grit, and then we'll come to you. So you now got to do a grit roll with one dice less.
Yeah, so that means I'm on one dice. My grit normally is 3. Obviously, I'm threatened by you as well, and then I'm on the ground. So yeah, that's not great. So
for some.
yeah, so we must take a turn as well for player and look at the result. Yes, I'm already kind of down, aren't I? So yeah, so I think if I success, I stay on the pitch, but at the minute I think I'm going off. 1. I mean that's quite
on every which way.
So that means I'm injured and I come off into my sort of injury bay there, medical bay there.
And what we love about this is Jervis wrote a little bit of background here that, of course, they are definitely not clones. They are just miraculously having just been smashed to bits by Nelson, who, as you can see, took him to the cleaners, left him with life-threatening injuries.
Oh,
Within seconds, he's going to be rejuvenated, back in the subs bench and ready to come back on.
Yeah.
And that's just how long it takes them to reanimate the clone, get rid of the old body, and get them back on. So
yeah. So obviously the ball was here, so that means we have to just roll to see where it.
So
ends
it was.
It was.
Did it move with you, or did it scatter from where
it scatters immediately from when I.
It was there. So we'll scatter it from there, and then I'll move back onto it. So it just goes 1.
Yep. That's 3. So that would go
there, and then I come up into there.
Okay.
Now I don't think I can do anything else, can I? I don't think I've got any cards. This would be lovely where if I had one of those activates, you'd jump in and get it. But what I've done is smashed him a bit. After they move, sprint or stand up. Yeah, no, I can't get place pretty nearly. Just for the audience at home, I do have a power slam here, which if I'd managed to get that up to 6, would have.
Sorry. Actually, it would have gone from. So actually, I wouldn't have been pushed back. So I'm just reading that again. So I would have fell down there.
Yeah.
The ball would have scattered from there. So yeah, it was right. So you don't actually follow up. Sorry, I'm just reading that. Yeah. If then the pushback doesn't happen and the player stays in their original hex, the rest of the result for the slam roll is carried out as normal. Yep. So you're fine. I think that's right, isn't it, Ross? You don't get pushed back if you fall over. Yeah. They push into your states. Blah blah blah. Another player. Go on, so carry on running.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We might be one cube out, but there we are. So I'm just staying where I am. I think that's the end of my turn. Over to you.
Okay. So I'm hoping that is right, Ross, because I quite like the fact that the ball is now not guarded.
Yeah. Rob has a great way of just reading it, so it's definitely in no way.
Yeah, we're just going to check.
No push back.
The ball immediately
must take a grit roll.
Okay, fine. So he would have followed up then to there. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, smashing him down on the ground.
Okay. So that's quite irritating, actually, that you're in the way. Because I'm not a great slamming team, really. I mean, I've got Jato, who
Do I get a card for triumphing?
Yes.
I was about to ask, how do we get more cards? And you go, right, you get more by...
You can grandstand. That's not on this sheet.
Yeah. Remind me that.
Grandstanding is an action you can take rather than doing anything else, and you just do a fan roll.
Right. Fine. So if there's something you can't do and there's nothing... Yeah, you can just pose a little bit, a bit like Cherky did against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup.
Which is how you can move all of your players around.
Yeah.
Do that instead of an action. It's actually movement of 3 now.
Okay.
Okay. What's that one? Sorry, Ross.
Team play.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
3, not 2, like it says on this old reference.
Yep.
Yeah. So you can actually just shovel your whole team. Yeah, you move the whole all around.
Ooh, okay. So if I was king, I'd be on 3. I'd be on 2 dice for that one. I guess, Ross, as soon as you move on to the ball, you have to try and pick it up. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you are emotionally drawn.
Yeah.
To the ball.
Like golf balls are to water.
Yeah. So
There's
look,
a certain inevitability about.
you're in my way, basically.
Ma'am.
Right.
That's
Unfortunately,
one view of the world.
Jatto is probably my best slammer that's left, but you're very far away. 1, 2, 3, 4. My move is normally 4. I have got a sprint of +2, which would get me to there, but that doesn't help me because then she wouldn't be able to. Yeah, well, now, if only I had something called Turbo Boost, which is my team ability. Ross, you might be able to correct me if I'm. Can I do this basically, I can't do it every turn, can I?
Yeah. That's just an ongoing.
Oh,
ability.
fantastic.
Yeah,
So,
your coach card.
yeah,
Is
is a one-off.
bonus activation, one-time use, but your ability of your team.
Yeah.
You're really flighty.
Oh, that's lovely.
But you roll less dice. Is that?
Yeah, that's correct. So I can do Turbo Boost. When you activate a player, you can say they will Turbo Boost. So I will announce that. I am going to Turbo Boost.
Okay.
If you do so, add 2 to the player's move value during the activation, but take away 1 dice from any challenge rolls, apart from slam rolls, that you take for the player during the activation. So that's why I was asking about the ball, because actually if I go here and try and pick up the ball, that's not great, because you're right next to me, so I'd be on keep, I'd be on 2 dice, which is a bit risky. But instead, so what I'm going to try and come round and hopefully slam you and get you out of the way, and then maybe do some other shenanigans.
Oh, I see. He's got
Okay.
cards again. You see him in his little fast little ways.
Yeah.
We just keep it simple. We just smash their faces in. When they're all dead. We'll then just walk up the field and score. All right. Thanks, Ross.
Okay, so I'm going to activate Jatto. I will Turbo Boost with her as well.
Yep.
So that means I can add an extra 2.
And I quite like this. You can see how it adds more power to a slam.
Yeah.
But when you're trying to catch or throw or anything, it makes it harder
you make
and
you
hence
less
lose the dice.
accurate.
However, I'm sure it's going to be overused for slamming, but they are pretty weak at slamming.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then obviously get the extra 2, which is 1, 2. And look at that, Ronnie. I'm right in front of you here.
Exactly where I wanted you.
Now, my slamming is pretty good, actually. That's her, again, so that's her special ability. So she's on 4, but that is her star as well. So she'll have 1 success anyway. However, I might do Power Slam, which is one of my cards. So, which is play this card before making a slam or slam back. Add 1 dice to the slam roll. In addition, if 5 or more success points are rolled for the slam, the target is pushed back and automatically injured without a grit roll being made. So that would be very, very good for getting you out of the way. So I'll be on 4 dice, and then I get an extra dice. So I'm on 5 dice. I've already got 1 success, so I just need a few more here. So here we go. Needing 5s.
That's my hurt.
I've got 2.
Excellent.
So that would be 3. That would be a success. So definitely haven't got the 5. Now, do I want to burn one of my cards to try and get another one? Yeah, let's see what happens when you burn a card. So I'm just going to burn this dash card because I'm pretty fast anyway.
Yeah.
I sort of feel like I might not need that. So I'm going to get one of my...
Roll another one, I think.
Well, I think I'll roll an 8. Oh, God, it's gone off.
It was a 1. It was a 1.
It was it went out of the thing, but it was a 1. Does that count? Let's just see what would have happened if I'd rolled it in. Oh, it would have been a 5. What should we say? No, I'll
Best of 3.
No, I'll be honest there. And it was a 1. So I've got 3 successes. So that would just be, I'll push you back, and then you must take a grit roll. Okay. I'll push you back to there, follow up, and then you will take a grit roll.
Okay. So a grit roll. This is my Nelson again. Grit of 6, my superstar player in the grit business there to be pushed and shoved. So I take 6 dice. I've already got 1 success because it's their key skill. And I've got 7, and I've got a 5, and I've got a 1, and I've got a 4, and I've got a 5 and a 6. So I've got 5.
Yeah.
Which means I'm unharmed.
Okay, you're fine. And I guess then you can slam back as well.
I am definitely slamming back.
One thing to remember is remove 1 dice from a slam roll if Jatto is the target of the slam.
Okay,
So,
so
yep.
I have to lose one of my slam dice.
Yep.
So normally I have 5. And I'm going to go down to 4. But, Mighty Slam. Play this card to add 2 dice to a slam roll.
Okay.
Now, this is one of my team cards.
Yep. Okay.
My slammies are slamming. And so we're double downing on the slam. And it may well set off a chain reaction. So add 2 dice to this. So I've got, sorry, I should have had 5. I should have gone to 4, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
4.
You'd be on 6.
And then I'm back up to 6.
Okay. So don't feel like you have to get anything good here.
No, but if I got 6 successes,
Yeah, yeah.
that would also be fine. I'm not rolling any 8s yet, so they could start now. So that's a 7. That's a 1. And that's a 2. And that's a 2. That's a 2. And that's a 12. And that's a 5. Okay, so I've got 2. And it's not my scar skill. So unfortunately...
You get to reroll 1 for the 8. That'll explode.
Oh, yes. Well done. Thank you, Rob. That's very kind of you. And that's a 5.
Okay.
So 3 successes on a slam.
Yeah, so your opponent is pushed back and must take a grit roll. So you'll push me back into here.
Yep.
You follow up.
And you take
And then
grit
I take a
roll
grit
at
roll.
-1.
Oh, why is that?
Remove 1 dice when an opposing player
no.
makes grit roll is being slammed or slammed back by Nelson.
Okay, so I'm on 2, which isn't great. So I could end up with all my team in the injury, not the sin bin, the medical bay here. Okay,
Which is exactly what we're trying to do to create some space because we're not
oh,
terribly
well,
good
that's
with the
very
ball.
nice.
Okay, so
So
an
I've
8
got-
and a 5.
Yeah. 3. I got 3 successes, so I am not injured.
Yeah, so grit,
So
success,
grit.
the player is unharmed.
Yeah, great. Fantastic. I tell you what, I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to hand over to you.
Okay, so you can see, even in each turn, there's lots of this pushing and shoving, and you're trying to get the little movements away. No one did I get a triumph on that slam? No, I didn't. It was 3, wasn't it?
No, nice try.
You sure? Can we get
No, you do, what? You're going to watch the VAR?
Yeah, can we just VAR it? Bringing it back. Now then, I'm going to try and see if I can make this happen. Load of threats on the ball at the moment.
Yep.
And I've got 2 choices if I want to get it in there easy, which is using my brush aside skill. At the start of their activation, Juggernaut can brush aside one opposing player adjacent to them. The opposing player is pushed back, but the Juggernaut does not follow up. So I could possibly push this one back here and bring this one back into play. Has activated, but actually that's where you can use your coach from it. I prefer to do it with this one because it hasn't activated, but unfortunately I'm going to push him back into a place. Can I push him back to there?
No, you're pushing straight back.
Yeah, I push straight back. So there's still.
I
gonna be
assume
the
so
threat.
anyway. I think
I think it is.
Yeah.
But it's straight there. So I don't remove the threat hex.
No.
If Ross comes in and tells us otherwise in the next few seconds. So basically, I'm going to try and get my hands on the ball, but it's not going to be easy because of these threats. Probably going to have to reactivate them. Before I do that, I'm just going to think if there's anything else that I might want to do.
I mean, I guess. Do you want some assistance?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. I suppose what you could do is you could try. I assume that suplex is pretty good at slamming.
Yes, rather good. That's my slam.
You could,
fantastic.
because there's no rear hexes or anything like that. You could come around here, slam. That would hopefully push me to there, and then potentially use your coach to have an extra activation. Because
Can you do that?
Yeah, so you can use, like I had my extra activation card earlier on. So you can use your coach as like an extra activation at the end of a go.
Okay, so I can activate one and it doesn't activate.
You can activate one, and then you can activate another one, like I did with my activation card.
The same one again. I thought it was okay. So I just moved on. The game keeps changing from when I last played it. But that would be not reactivating one that's already gone. It would have to be.
You could use it as you could use it as
Okay,
to activate someone that's already gone, unless Ross comes in and tells us different.
I wasn't listening. I was busy. What's the question?
Oh no, I was saying that. So I was trying to help Ronnie actually.
Yeah,
which
you
was
were.
being very generous
Yeah.
actually to the people at
You
home.
are playing very nicely today. I don't know what's Chili. He wants
So
free
I was
coffee.
saying, because obviously at the minute the ball's stuck here in between my 2 players. Ronnie obviously wants to get them out of the way. I said he could activate suplex normally, come round here, hopefully clear wheelie out the way, then use coach Titanicus as a bonus activation to potentially activate that, I guess, maybe Nelson, because he's your best one at picking up the ball.
Yeah.
To run onto the ball and then hopefully run off. That was my suggestion.
Yeah, it's a good suggestion. Or have you got DreadBall cards? If you're lucky enough to have bonus activation
Yeah.
in your hand.
Yep. Yep, no, if I had those, I'd have been using those. Even I can do with that. And the other one is I've got my push them aside. Can I push them here, or is it directly backwards?
Look, the side, Juggernaut can brush aside one opposing player that is adjacent to them. The opponent is pushed back. So yeah, I believe you can push them. It's just saying you can push them back.
Push back. I think we just decided if it's just straight back, or I can push
If when a standing player is pushed back by a slam or slam back, which I guess is a similar sort of thing, they are moved into the adjacent hex that is directly opposite the player that made the slam.
Yeah.
Yeah. So unfortunately, you'd be pushing me straight back.
Yeah, as I'm saying, is it doesn't create any less threat on there, so we have to.
Really move him out of the way. You just
Yeah.
move him.
Yeah, I mean, I could. Then you couldn't use it anyway. So I'm probably going to go with Rob's idea of.
If it doesn't work out,
Then I can blame you. For
okay,
yeah,
okay, fine.
exactly.
I was going to say you're
Yeah.
not allowed to blame me, but that's
Oh, okay, right. And what happens if we go? So the thing is that I just want someone standing next to Suplex, because actually he really smashes them really hard if it doesn't take a.
Gang up on Weekly.
Oh yeah, well, we've got gang up as well, haven't we? Because there's actually gang up on slams +1 dice, target threatened by 2 or more players.
yeah.
So we're also going to have that. So I think we're just going to have to.
No one wants Wheelie to get taken out, though. Yeah, the fan favorite Wheelie.
I think everyone wants to see Wheelie get his
Okay.
face smashed in. Now, the only other slight nuance in this is 3 is 1, 2, 3. I could dash and then push you back
Well,
this way.
yeah, or you just come round that way.
Yeah.
They're still going to push me onto the ball, isn't it? Actually,
Which
I'll
going to push
still
you towards the ball and
Yeah.
towards my
You just got to hope
scoring
that I
zone.
get taken out. If you've got a dash card, you could play that.
I'm going to play a dash card.
Okay,
So
so
I'm
what's
gonna
that? Put it in the middle so we can
Okay,
see.
sorry. The dash card is one of these, and you're just constantly burning them.
Oh,
Little
yeah.
bit of Billy bonus card. So, play
That's
this
it.
card, whichever player. So, I'm not the fastest.
Yeah,
We'll go 1, 2, 3, and play my
Dash.
dash card.
Yeah.
Come in here. The reason is I'm trying to push them up. Yes, gang
yeah.
up. Yes, but actually keep the massive threat hexes on the
Okay.
ball.
remember to flip your card over. For
Definitely haven't
suplex.
forgotten to do that. Suplex is going to be get touched over. I'm going to,
Again, very generous there. I'm
You
not
are being
calling you
very
out on that.
kind.
Yeah.
and I think we all need to discuss whether thickos like me can remember such complicated rules as turning your cards over. But it is important so you can remember which players have gone. It does get quite complex. So I'm round there. I'm coming in with a slam of 5.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have moved, so I can't use his cool skill. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And you'll get +1 extra because you're ganging up on me, which is
Then I
quite
get-
cruel.
Yeah, that's the way we like it. So I've got a big united front here. Let's see what we can get. We're looking for 4 successes, and
wow.
slam is my
Oh dear, your star ability.
star ability. So there is an 8. We like that. There's a 7. We don't like the 2 and we don't like the 1s or the 3, but we do like the 6.
Yeah.
We've got the 8, which is now another 1, but that's 3 plus 1 for my star ability.
That's 4. So that's a triumph. Yeah.
So slams a triumph. The opponent is pushed back, falls prone, and must take a grit roll.
Yeah.
Prone
that's
players
perfect for
are
you, actually.
injured.
So you'll push me back.
Yep.
I'll fall over. It seems like Wheelie shouldn't be able to fall over. He's got a great big
Weebles
wheel.
wibble on the one where they don't fall over.
Yeah, wibbly
All
wobbly.
of that.
Okay, so I've fallen over. Now I take a grit test. Luckily for me, grit is my star ability. So I get 5 dice. I've already got
nice.
1 success. So yeah, I'm just looking for, well, not to get knocked out really. So 5s. And that is
There's an
quite a lovely roll. So yeah, I think I'm fine. I'll
Yeah.
do the, yeah, so I've got 3, which is absolutely not a problem. So at least I am prone, but I'm not in the
Off
medical
pitch.
bay.
You're going to have to
Yeah.
pop back up. And just tell people, how do people get back up?
So basically, I will have to sacrifice my move to stand up, I believe.
Yeah, it's not a terribly good thing when you're not
No.
prone. It's a bit of a bit of a thing. You do get some cards that help you pop back up again,
Yeah.
which is quite useful. But that's where you are. Right now we've got
This
this.
is when you can do your shenanigans,
Yeah,
which is so. We've obviously shown you what the extra activation DreadBall card is, but you've also got your coach here. So they're a little bit like a player.
I got triumph, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Oh, so you might get one there, actually.
Oh, yeah. But I didn't.
Okay. So you've got your coach card here. So what you can do is you can flip that over just like you would one of your players, and that lets you do a standard activation or a bonus activation.
And so, again, thinking as I can either run Nelson in. Now, Nelson's all about grit. I do have this team, brush aside. And now, all of a sudden, because that threat's been removed, I can push them away.
Yeah.
And then, although they're not the best on the ball, at least they're going to be hard to take the ball off them when they've got it.
Is that so? That is that's Juggernaut, isn't it? And that's Whiplash here. Is that the one?
That is.
Or am I getting the mix
Juggernaut.
up again? Sorry.
Juggernaut's gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Whiplash.
Okay.
So. So we could go on move, slam. Not quite close enough to then take a strike action from there, though, am I? Decisions, and will I get the ball? So what I'm pondering is whether to reactivate Juggernaut. Not terribly good, but hard to get the ball off. Particularly because we've taken your big nasty slammer away, and then hopefully try and hand it off to my better players in the next turn. Or slightly more risky move. Now, if I, just for the viewers at home, definitely not for me, because I definitely haven't forgotten this rule, but if I went 1-2 picked up, can I keep going?
Yeah, as long as you manage to pick it up.
4.
Yeah, then it becomes difficult because you start having to dodge out the way.
Dodge from who?
Dodge from my player here. Because if you enter a threat hex, when you move out of the threat hex, you make a dodge roll. And potentially, if you fail, you fall over. Fall over and lose control of the ball. Yeah.
So, if I was a glory hunter, or more likely if this was towards the end of the game, I would be running in here, 1-2, and then I've got a 5 on Whiplash. 2, 3, 4, or 3, 4, 5. That would involve me picking up the ball, some considerable risk, dodging, further considerable risk, but then actually slamming this fella, or this lady. Who's that?
That must be that's Miguel Van Dien.
Right. And then I have my out of my way. If Whiplash transform attempting a slam, you can move up 2 hexes and take a strike action with them. So you could put up potentially come in that one and then try and go for it. So it would be the absolute glory move.
Yeah.
But it's quite risky. What's less risky is brushing you aside.
Yeah.
Push back.
So you're hang on. So you're
gonna
flip over your, so you're going to flip over your coach card, and you're doing a bonus activation with Juggernaut. Yep.
Fine. So I am going to use the brush aside.
Yeah.
Which is just a static thing to give myself some space.
Yep.
And then I'm going to move onto here.
Yep.
And try and pick up.
So if you fail to pick up the ball, it's an immediate turnover.
Yeah.
And the ball will scatter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was why it was better to have the
hex
cleared. Right. Now then, which one do I use to do that?
So that is keep. And because you're unthreatened, you'll get a bonus dice.
So I get 4. So my normal skill on keep is 3.
Okay.
And then I get +1 because it's totally unthreatened now.
Yep.
So 4. If I'd done it the other way with Whiplash, keep was 4, but it would have been threatened, so I just wouldn't have got the bonus.
Yeah.
So it would have been exactly the same. But there we are. This is far more exciting. Oh, time to start rolling in the 8-6-6. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Another 6.
That's a triumph.
It's a triumph. That's what we needed. Clearly, Nelson, the biggest fella on the pitch, has suddenly decided to become the ball-playing beast. So, 1, I pick the ball up.
Yep.
And then I can go 2-3.
Remember to take a card for your triumph.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Very good at me today. Been very kind.
Yeah.
Not a normal
it's because if I lose, it's because I've been helping you so much.
Nah, I should cover it. And you're just helping the viewers.
Yeah. I want to have a fun time.
And now I need to think. I didn't think I was actually going to do that, so I need to think about the rest of my turn. So I haven't done anything else yet, have I?
You've only gone 1.
And I've still got moving and slamming and doing other things.
So what's your move?
3.
Okay, so you've done one. So you've got 2 more.
2 more.
You're
and
not
I
the fastest.
I was going to like sprint across and try and score,
Yeah.
but I just don't think that's really
I mean,
my style.
you could. Yeah, your throw's not great either. So you've gone 1, 2. So you end up with 3,
Yeah.
maybe there. I mean, you
just
could
not how
sprint
we roll, is
again.
it?
1, 2.
Yeah, we're just not doing that. We're just going to. What does Nelson do? Nelson slams things. He doesn't care if he's got a ball. He just goes slamming. That's the way we roll, baby.
Can you slam if you've got the ball though? Yeah. Okay. Let's just assume that's fine.
I'm assuming it's fine. And Ross is going to come running in, but I think that's the way we play. That's the way Nelson plays. He knows
No,
nothing.
I think,
not 1 inch back.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. Let's. Oh, Ross is coming in. Thank goodness.
If Nelson wants to slam,
Nelson's.
Okay.
Nelson
Right.
wants to
There
slam.
we go.
Nelson
Yeah,
slams. We get some slamming.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this. So he's going to go 2, 3.
Yeah.
And
slam
and
Miguel.
slam. Stay away from those 2 because there's going to be a lot of threat X's over there, a lot of ganging up and bullying.
Yeah.
So Juggernaut is doing it. This is the way he rolls.
Nelson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Slam is 5.
slam is 5. Oh. That's 5 dice. I can do that.
Yeah.
I am going to bonus dice. Add it to a challenge roll.
Yep.
You've got something evil coming up.
No,
now,
no, I haven't got anything. Sadly, I haven't got anything evil.
So I'm going to start with that. Do I want to go any more? That's enough, isn't it? Come on, let's be sensible here. Oh my lordy!
No,
Oh my lordy!
I think I'm in trouble.
Yeah, I think everyone's in trouble. That's an 8. That's a 5. That's a 7. It's a 6. It's a 5. It's a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can roll one more.
Okay. Yeah.
Bit unnecessary. Which means power slam.
Yeah. So you have opponent is pushed back, falls prone, and must take a grit roll.
Right, now then. So a couple of things. If this card, if a friendly player slams or slams back, and 6 or more success points are rolled for the challenge,
Yeah.
the target is pushed back as normal,
Yeah.
then he's automatically injured
Oh,
without
dear.
a grit roll being
Oh,
made.
no, that's a shame.
Do I follow up?
Yeah, you'll still follow up, I imagine.
Yeah. So I go there. Power slam.
Yeah.
I got a. Did I take that already? No. And I got a triumph.
Oh dear.
It's a bit more violent than most of the other games.
Yeah, yeah.
And we've normally been a bit slicker, a bit fast, but their slams have been pretty brutal.
Yeah.
I am going to not go any further, and I have no idea what's going to happen from there because this is entirely not what I was expecting. But there we are.
Okay, so I'm in a spot of bother, I'd say. I
What's
might-
particularly damaging is that hadn't been activated.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. I guess once they're in the
I think
Simbin,
they start getting their they're coming back. We'll check.
yeah,
it
yeah.
out,
I'll
but
check that in a
think
minute.
it's bad news because it means it's one less action for you.
So if player takes maybe injured, blah blah blah. The player is flipped to its use side. Yeah. So actually,
It's pretty devastating
Susie
when that
is
happens.
and yeah. So
Why too?
because you've injured them both.
Oh,
They're both in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I've forgotten that one had gone.
Yeah. So that is not great.
top tip, the way to win is to score. Just as
Yeah. I think I would love to be able to score, Ross. That would be.
And I just didn't quite know. I'm dashing and bonus dice and things, but I'm so extraordinary that the biggest fellas got the ball and is like a rocking.
This is a good time. They can't hear me, by the way. This is a good time to mention that different arenas do allow you to score points through slamming.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
playing in
We'll
Battle Royale
fine.
or Rumble,
Yeah, that stuff's part of the scoring.
knocking lumps out of each other would be a way to score points.
Yeah.
Again, they can't hear me, so
Well, we'll do that and we're going to talk about it. So Ross was just in giving us some tips and saying we should try and remember scoring rather than beating the daylights out of each other. Normally, a normal game would have seen Rob probably score one and me maybe not one of his about.
Yeah.
And we're looking about it. But you're seeing it. This is the way we roll. We don't make it up. This is the way we roll.
Well, yeah. I mean, for you, I mean, what I'm going to do is I am trying to get the ball.
No, in fairness, I think
So,
you've been pretty unlucky, I have to say.
I have still got my coach,
which, is
which I could do something. And I think, obviously, Jato is my best slammer. I could activate her again and then hopefully knock the ball free. And then maybe let's see if something happens with the Hawk. And I think that's sort of my plan. So I will use my Mike Jetful Fuel Alderan. Turn that over. So I think, actually, I'm not going to spoil that, but I don't think Ross has shown the coaches yet. But Jet Fuel is quite an interesting character. So, because I've written the background for these.
Yeah,
so which has been great. Actually, I've really enjoyed kind of getting back into it. So yeah, I've activated my coach.
There's just tons and tons of character. We all know Rob, who's done Champions, is one of the big things he's done for us, and we love Rob's dry sense of humour.
That's one way to put it. Yeah, but I mean, for this, it's great. It's great, sort of like actually sort of
Very
riffing on modern stuff, like the riders, the RBN riders. They're like basically a team of influencers, really.
Yeah.
So my favourite influencer who isn't a team there is Mr. Yeast.
Mr. Yeast.
A sentient fungus. But anyway, so yeah, I've now activated Jet Fuel, which means I can do a bonus activation, which I'm going to use my bonus activation on Jato just to try and get the ball.
Yeah, you got to.
Because although theoretically Nelson's done, if you end up with another bonus activation card, he could run off and score. So I'd quite like to stop that. So Jato, it's a shame you didn't stand that shame, but I'll just go.
Okay, got a rules question.
Can you use a coach bonus activation as first choice if you've got untapped players? The answer to that is no. You can only use a coach bonus activation if you've used all your players first.
Oh, right.
Otherwise, it's a standard activation and then a bonus activation with the coach. If you'd used the Hawk, then you, as a last thing, you could use your.
Right. So Ronnie actually wouldn't have been able to do that.
Well, we did.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I thought. Yeah. Okay, that's all
Because
right.
Rob's been helping me. It's because
Cheat.
the
I've been
dice
helping you
have been
cheat.
good.
Yeah.
So there we are. Thank you for got clarification there, but
Yeah, that's fine. I'm willing to let that slide.
we'll let it go.
Okay, so in that
Everyone's
case,
getting a good flavour of the back
Yeah.
and forth thrust.
so in that case, that is what I might do then is I will activate the Hawk and I am going to move just to sort of basically put a threat hex on you to stop you potentially moving, to make it a little bit more difficult. And also, if I then do want to do my bonus activation,
Got the gagging up bonus.
Yeah, I can do that. So one just into there, actually. Actually, if I go back there, 1, 2. I haven't got any. I will. So now I could use this coach ability, but I might. I might wait. I won't use it yet. Okay, so over to you.
Okay. Now, quick question is there any way I can get that ball from him to there? Does he have to actively hand off, or can he go?
So actually, you could have done that with him, maybe I suppose last go, because there is
When I picked him up,
an
okay.
action which is hand off. So at the minute he sort of stood there with the ball.
Right. Not the best, but at least I've got. Oh no.
I mean, obviously, what you want, I guess, what you can try and do is do something to get.
Well, this would be an ideal place where you had the grandstand.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Great
So
idea.
you get one
Actually.
of
Yeah.
those, you can do something like that. And the other one is, can we just put more defence or pressure around him and put people around him so they can? So what I might do is, I don't know how far. See, Nelson, the Duke Clutch-Sinnerson is miles away from everything, but actually a good old sprint might get him into the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could possibly dash if I wanted to, which would suddenly start protecting this guy. The other one is the Whiplash, moves 5 and sprints 2.
I mean, I guess again, I guess Kimura's not going to do a lot of the back. She could grandstand to get you the other cards, which then you might be able to do some stuff. Because at the minute, my options are limited.
Yeah, you're very limited.
You ultimately want to try and get a bonus activation
to get that
so you can get. So I would say maybe.
So we're going to do this grandstanding business. It's,
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of Ryan Cherky in the Carabao Cup, which is relevant, obviously with the fancy drinks.
Wow.
So
What a reference.
yeah. If you follow Man City, you know what I'm talking about. So a grandstand, and that just gives me a full fan
you
check.
roll. You do a fan roll.
Yeah, fan roll of 4. And I get one card.
No way. Is that all?
Well, it's 50-50,
Okay.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's only one off the...
So that could be the card you need.
It's not the card. I need.
Okay, right. There we go.
Oh,
remember to turn over Kimura's card.
yeah. Right.
So that didn't help you.
It didn't help, but there it is. I'll give you another chance to whack at me with
Thank
your
you.
gang up.
I appreciate that, actually. Right. I'm in a predicament here. Because obviously I do want to slam you.
Mhm.
However, if I slam you and the ball comes out, that potentially will let you pick it up.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking tactically here. So I was initially
I
going
was
to just come
quietly
in
thinking,
and
yeah,
slam.
exactly. I was thinking, maybe
Yeah.
slams me. It might actually knock me over. The ball lures loose. That might actually be a benefit.
So what I need to really do is, who have you got left? You've got, okay. Well, Whiplash is probably would be a good one to take out because he's the one that's good at striking.
Yeah.
Again, I think the law for that one is he was just in the Green Moon Smackers. One day got the ball by accident, closed his eyes and threw it and scored. And then he's like, oh, wow, actually I am
I'm
good
quite
at
good
scoring.
at this.
So I'll do my coach activation now. So obviously we've got that right now.
Yep.
I've activated everyone else. It'll be a bonus activation. And I will actually no, maybe that was right, actually, what we did earlier on.
Yeah, I think it's
Possibly. It's
fine.
fine.
I'm not sure it's wrong because I think it doesn't
felt,
make any sense.
It felt right, didn't it, Ronnie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jervis, make it so.
And yeah, so I'm going to do Jatto, and I can move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want to avoid coming in the threat hex of here.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
And the whole point of a threat hex is around you. You can
Yeah.
start interfering with people and da-da-da. And so that looks exactly like the front cover of the book.
Oh yeah, we've set that up. Beautiful.
I know.
Yeah, there we go.
I think that's... oh, no, that's there.
I think I may as well use... I've got another DreadBall card, which is bonus dice or dash. I think I'll use it as a bonus card for my slam.
Yep.
So I'll tell you what, I'm rinsing through these cards. I need to get some more.
Yeah, you need some more trams.
Okay, all right. So I get 4 dice for a slam plus my bonus dice. That'll be 5. No extras because I'm not ganging up on you or anything like that. So this needs to be all 8s.
You're probably due a decent roll. And that isn't it. if you got 2 ones
Oh my
and
God.
2 4s.
So I got 2 4s, 2 1s, and a 7.
Okay. And
So
I was,
when
just,
I
I was
said-
just giving you a good roll there.
Yeah.
So you're due one.
Now
So-
that would be a fail, which would actually be a turnover normally, but because luckily that is her star ability, I get 2, so it counts as a success. At
Okay,
least.
just scraped into a success with
Blimey.
the star.
Thank
so it
goodness.
shows the power of that star giving you the one.
They're not meant to be a
guaranteed
slammy
success.
team, so I guess this is accurate. So again, I push you back.
Yeah.
And you need to take a grit roll.
Yeah. And this is Whiplash. Grit, a 4.
Yeah.
It's not star or anything like that, so I need at least 2 successes.
Oh,
and I've
yeah.
got 2 6s just up here, haven't I?
I tell you what, I need to get your dice. This is.
Is that where it
They
is?
started. I think the problem is I
You
used
yours
all my
up early.
8s earlier doors.
You scored them in there, didn't you? It's right. So I just go, yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Thanks.
Fine. Yeah.
As you like it.
Okay, so it's over to you. So now I'm done.
Yeah.
Basically, so you can finish off with your 2 players. Or 2 players actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to do that. What I might do is this. Oh. Now, what I suspect is these boys and girls are going to start coming on in their droves and getting onto this. I can either come over here and slam.
Yeah.
Feels a little bit like missing the Horse Guards parade. Why would you do such a thing? Or I think what I'm trying to do is get my team up around here and protecting or being ready for handoffs.
I mean, I can give you some more great advice.
Is it actually great advice?
Yeah, no.
This one suggests like it's not great advice.
I don't think it's cheating, but Potentially what you could do, because earlier on you was asking about handoffs.
Yeah.
That they're a bit easier to do than sort of throwing.
Yeah.
You could sprint 1, 2, 3. So you move 6. So
Yeah.
you could get him to stand sort of round here, ready
Yeah.
for potentially Nelson to hopefully maybe dodge 1, 2, 3, hand off the ball, bosh, job done.
How does he do?
So that you won't be able to do it this term, but
The
you're
next
sort of maybe thinking ahead,
Yeah.
setting yourself up, or of course still the alternative is you could 1, 2, 3 grandstand. I hope you get a good roll. How many cards have you got, by the way? Because the max is 7. Oh, you're fine. So you could potentially grandstand and get that card.
Yeah.
So you either sort of set yourself up
The next
for
turn.
next turn, thinking that actually, or I mean, obviously he can also go 1, 2, 3 as well. So at least then you've got options of potentially here or potentially there as well.
Yeah.
Or you can grandstand.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Let me just.
Or just slam.
Well,
I'm sort of here as well.
Yeah, I mean, actually, it doesn't help.
You'd lose 1 dice.
What can I do to the person on the floor? Give him a good towing.
That's a good question. I assume you can target ones on the floor. I guess it means I won't be able to slam back. Next player.
I think it's pretty violent.
Yeah, you may pick a player that is prone. So you could do if you want. I guess it means I definitely won't be able to slam you back.
Yeah. When it goes from there. That doesn't. So let's crack on with it. I'm going to go with.
Send your card over, remember?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. I'm definitely not touching anything there until my. No, I can't go through that hex, can I? Because you're in it.
No, I'm in
1,
it.
2,
Yeah.
3,
Ross is
4,
coming in
5.
now with some more great advice.
This is more for you, Rob.
Oh, yeah.
Someone in chat's mentioned that they've noted that you haven't been doing any team plays.
Oh, yeah.
When you don't have a good action to take,
Yeah.
you move your players,
Oh.
get them out of the locker room.
Okay, right. Yeah, fine.
Move to 3.
Okay, yeah.
So that could really get you
Yeah.
positioned better on the board.
Okay.
If you're in a bit of a bad way.
So I can do a team play. When can I do a team play, Ross?
Instead of one of your actions,
Oh, yeah.
you can move, and then instead of one of the supplementary actions, you can do a team play instead,
Right, okay.
and you skip the activation phase,
Yeah.
and that allows you to move all of your players 1 to 3 spaces.
Okay, fine. Yes, I could get them out. All right, that's not
sorry,
bad.
that's an old reference.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, chat was.
Well, I'm glad chat's there to help me out.
Why are you supporting Rob? Don't be giving him advice. No one wants to see that.
Well, I'm giving you plenty of advice.
Okay, fair
Admittedly,
enough.
some of it is incorrect.
Somewhat dubious, but I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I can go.
Card.
Thank you. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Give that one a whack.
Yeah, fine.
Is that fair enough?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Slam 4.
So you'll get a bonus 1 because there's 2 of you.
+1 for charging in.
Yep.
Higher ground.
Yeah, sure. You
Different
adding
game.
rules now,
Different
right?
game. Oh, there we go. It was about to happen. There's a 5. 1 success.
1 success.
That might be a fail.
Yeah.
I might have to.
Or you could burn one of your cards.
Yeah. I should have just looked at my cards before I actually rolled them. So. That's a big card, though. I don't want to burn that one. I'm just going to burn one of my bonus dice to try and get 1 more success. And I do. So I get 2. So you slammed.
Okay, so yeah, I'm slammed now. So that's a success. So you'll push me back.
Yeah.
There. And you'll follow up.
I'm quite through with that.
Well, it's fine because I'm
fine.
pretty weedy.
Yeah.
Has he got any abilities that stop my?
Who was that? That was if Whiplash triumphs when attempting a slam. No, you can move whereas a 2 take a strike action. So no.
Oh, okay, so I assume you haven't got the ball, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm rolling
Oh, yeah,
for my
thanks.
grit. So I get 3 dice for that. Oh god.
8.
So I've got.
You've got to let the 8 count since you took the 1
Oh,
earlier.
yeah,
Fair's fair.
So 2 8s. So yeah,
That's
I'm
enough,
fine.
isn't it? Fine.
Yeah.
So
So then where have these dice been when I needed
just
them earlier
there, ready for you. Beautiful save for a kind of slightly meaningless roll.
Yeah. So that's your end of your go. So
Maybe just got my last.
maybe
fella
Ross
to-
can help me from the
Right.
ether. But I'm going to summon him. I'm going to summon Ross to ask about these team plays again. Because it says team plays are always taken after the standard activation for a team. So is it too late for me to do my team activation now? Because I've activated all of them.
So, do you have a coach activation or anything?
No, so I think. Okay. Okay, fine. That's all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will remember that next time.
It was that that
Yeah,
messed you
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Was that
No, that's fine. So Ronnie, it's you can just carry on hitting me.
Yeah, well, right there, the hit, or I move in a position like you say there, or do I try and grandstand and get myself another card?
You've got the ball, you can position yourself for the second period.
Well, that's
It's in place.
yeah.
I do think you'd best grandstand him because then at
Yeah,
least you can
I think
try and get that.
Get points.
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
board.
But maybe think about moving him up, maybe not into here, just in case he gets whacked,
Yeah.
but sort of like to there, and then at least it gives you options for next go. Yeah.
So let's. Okay, so I can do that. I can go 1, 2, 3 because that's far more fun if I get hit by the ball.
Okay, right.
Because
Just ignore my advice entirely, but that's great.
I've
yeah.
thought about it. I thought
Yeah, yeah.
no, it's just funnier if we just put a threat
Yeah.
X on him. That's what you do. And I'm going to get 4 dice, and this time we're going to get some cards.
Yeah, great.
Not like last time when I got
So
1.
you wouldn't be able to do it. You can't grandstand if you're threatened, but you're not because I'm on the floor. Yeah. Yeah.
And I am again going to get
1.
the grand total of 1 card.
Well, that's
so
better than nothing.
I think my grandstanding is a bit pathetic. Isn't
Well,
it? It's
yeah,
not
you're obviously
actually-
just like,
yeah,
come on, and then the
hey!
crowd
I
is
was
just
like,
going,
whatever, mate. Yeah, whatever.
I
Jog
guess
on.
it's because I'm the favourites and you're the underdog. So,
Yeah.
what was the
probably.
card you got?
Oh, no,
Did you look at it?
Yeah, definitely did that.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about that.
And there's a much contentious rule, isn't there, Ross? If you
A legal
forget to
procedure.
illegal procedure, if you don't turn your card over
Controversial. It's to help you remember
to do
what
it.
you've done on a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you've got bonus coach activations, you've got bonus.
Yeah.
Here we go, by the way.
Yeah.
Bonus-
No, so
No,
we know
no.
it's controversial. Anyway, I've managed to not turn my card over every single time.
No, I think I was helpful.
So yeah, no, I think you've been
Yeah.
very helpful. So it's one of those things. Obviously, it's an optional rule if
magnanimous.
people want to play it or not. But players' cards versus it's yet another not bonus activation.
Okay.
Just so you are aware, Ronnie, as that was your go, in the second period, everyone stands back up and they're ready to go. So Wheelie will be back on his feet.
Yeah. Wheel.
And they're healed and ready to come back on.
I mean, they could have team played their way on.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So,
I thought they had a turn there, but it goes
No, no.
straight back on.
Run straight back on.
Run straight back
So-
on. Okay, well, we're a bit harsh there, but yeah, you probably would have done a lot different. But there
No,
we
that's
are.
fine. So we've got the
Should we
end of
take a
that
quick
first period.
break? Should
then.
we see if there's any questions out there? If there's
Oh, yeah.
anyone watching or anything else, we can have a.
Do you want to talk a little bit more about the teams?
Yeah, why don't we do that? So in the Kickstarter, you're going to get the 4 basic teams. It's up on the page which are the ones, and then every team has got some great characterful, both great background and IP written by the beautiful Mr. Berman over here, but also a kind of character and charm about reflecting the team that they're sponsored by. So we've got the Orley Harper Krakens.
Yeah. So they're a sanitation company who's trying to clean up their act.
Oh, hey, da-dum.
Yeah. So they're all. I guess the teams have been sort of themed together. So you've got a lot of tentacles in that team.
Goblin with a dodgy moustache.
sanitation, right?
Yeah, snap.
But yeah, I think actually Krakens might be my favourite because you've got Dribbler
Yeah.
in that team. If you're a DreadBall fan, you'll know the Snorkel the Avenger, who claimed to be the only elastopod left from his planet. Absolutely not true, because there's Dribbler, who was Snorkel's stunt double in a film about Snorkel's life. So yeah, not quite true. So I really like Dribbler. You've got Reek, Payback, Rollat as well. So another sort of nod to old DreadBall teams as well.
Yeah. So, and you can't feel a thing. Roll. This is their team. Fan Factor 3, not a big fan favourites. They're a bit.
Yeah, well, I think that's
it. Roll a dice if Kraken player is knocked prone or injured. On a 6+, the player stands up if they were knocked prone and are placed prone on the pitch if they were injured. So pretty resilient. They can just bring themselves back. So that is the Audley Harper Krakens.
Yep.
Tell us, Ross, which are the 2 other teams that you get in the basic?
So they can't hear me, but it's the Slammers.
Right.
Yep, Slammers.
They're in the all-in pledge.
No, I'm talking about the basic.
Jets Juggernauts. And if memory serves me well, which never does.
And we're just talking through, so we'll
Krakens and the Sabercats.
yeah. So it was the Krakens, we thought so, and the Sabercats.
The Sabercats is the Urbana Sabercats. So this is a security company, perfectly legitimate.
Totally legitimate. Absolutely in no way.
They had some unfortunate bad PR when their sort of security forces were filmed killing Tigrex cubs.
Right.
Tigrex, if you know, again, they're in Dead Zone. They are also in Overdrive as well. So they're a big, fierce-looking cat. So why wouldn't you want to kill their cubs to stop them growing up and attacking other people? Fortunately, they got some bad PR from that. So to try and sort of turn their fortunes around, they decide they're going to start an All-Stars team, and they hire the best DreadBall player ever, arguably, which is Lucky Logan. Well, possibly Lucky Logan. He's changed a lot since he's been playing for an extraordinarily long amount of time.
Very normal longevity.
Occasionally throws with his right, sometimes throws with his left arm.
Definitely not a clone.
No, definitely not a clone.
No cloning here.
Eyes sometimes change colour, height, all that sort of stuff. But obviously, to protect their sort of investment in Lucky Logan, they also hire a lot of kind of mercenaries with dubious backgrounds to kind of keep him safe on the pitch. That's their idea, is that they're kind of Lucky Logan plus some ne'er-do-wells, I'd say, for those.
One of the questions in chat was Jervis.
Yep.
Mentioned there was future teams planned. So we've got the Savants, the Vanguard, and Titan Core.
Okay.
They are already penciled in.
Yep.
So mention those, but we don't have more to reveal yet. That'll be retail.
Yeah, it becomes a reason. So as always with the Mantic Kickstarter, the Kickstarter is genuinely to help us get the product to the marketplace. Every single one of these is going to be in that beautiful new plastic that we've been using, that we've done all of the Halo models in. They are beautiful. As always, we're learning. The Banished were absolutely stonkingly beautiful models, great detail. These have all just got really interesting bits to paint and pop out. Yeah, so ready to play out the box, all from there. But at the end of the Kickstarter, we are going to have a considerable tooling bill to get through the first 7 teams. So anyone that's backed so far, thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. And that does mean that we're going to have all of them in plastic. They're going to be coming out, as we said, to backers early 2027 and then out to retail. We're going to talk about the arenas shortly when we've done the teams. But then we will be continuing to support this game. If only you've listened to any of my podcasts, one of the regrets I have is DreadBall Extreme. Not because it's a great idea, but because it didn't need another 12 teams. And we could have just released those as seasons. I still carry very heavy that I damaged something I deeply love. So in order to keep this going, you're going to have the release of the arenas, which I think are absolute great fun and something really cool and a way of people playing. But then we're going to also add some more teams. We're not going to go mad. I think 10 is probably a good number, 10 or 11 or 12, but they'll come out over time when people know how to play, and then we can add some level 2 teams with a bit more crunch. But already all of these, you can already see how much there is back and forth. So the retail teams that will be coming at some point later, where did you say that from?
The new ones are just these ones here. Savants.
Right, Savants, the Vanguard, and the Titans. Titan Core. And the Fire and Ice Arena. So those are future retail releases that will be coming to support the game over 27, 28, and long beyond. So those are the first 4 teams. And then you've got another pack of 2 that are available in the next with more arenas.
Yes, so the Painkillers and the Riders.
Yeah, so I've got
The Painkillers are... Do you want me to do the Painkillers?
You do the Painkillers?
Yeah, so the Painkillers... they are, well, they're a bit like Bane from Batman, I guess, in some ways, is that the company behind them accidentally created some sort of like super soldier serum when trying to find a cure for something else. So they've binned off the pharmaceuticals, like trying to help anyone, and instead they're pumping all their cash into making this serum as potent as possible because it has military applications. And we're better to try out a serum that makes you faster, stronger, more agile, but DreadBall. So they have created an Allstars team, and the idea for them is you've got sort of all these sort of players with like tanks of all the serum on them, and they can inject that during the game to make them a bit stronger. But it's risky because it has side effects.
This would be extremely painful.
Yeah.
For one of us.
So that's the idea for the painkillers. So a little bit, I guess, like the Juggernauts in terms of how they play. So they're very slammy, very strong, but they're slightly different because there is a risk versus reward with them as well.
Yeah, they can jack it up. But then the riders, the RBN riders, and this is your influencers.
Yeah, so that again, it's toss up between them and the Krakens for my favorite team. So that was RBN was a sort of failing kind of network. So obviously, in the sort of future, in the Warpath universe, people do sit down at the weekend, wherever they are in the spheres, to watch sporting events. So DreadBall, I think I made up some other sports as well, and bizarrely cricket as well. They're still watching cricket.
Still watching cricket,
yeah.
Obviously.
And the idea is that RBN had a terrible deal. They were showing all the sports that no one wanted to watch until they sort of started showing late night DreadBall games, the sort of off-season games, and they realized quickly, oh, wait a minute, there's money in not necessarily showing it, but actually in the teams, all the merchandise, all the sponsorship deals, all this. So they thought, what better way to get into it than create their own team? So they created the Riders. The other thing was they realized, well, instead of having players who cost a lot, why don't we hire content creators? The futuristic, I think they're called like stim jockeys or stuff like this. So people who beam directly into your neural synapses or whatever to show you whatever their content is. So they are all a mixed team of like different players. So you've got Beta, who is the sister of Alpha Simeon.
Yeah.
And
Zeta.
Yeah, so you've got all sort of different characters on that one. So yeah, they're a fun team.
Yeah, random. They get allowed to give a different style again.
Yeah.
All about fan favoriting and see what their fan favorite score is. 27-3. Okay. So that's the teams, and then you've got the Kickstarter exclusive team, which will be available as Mantic points later, like we've always done. But otherwise, this is your Billy bonus team available. At that point, you're gonna have 6 teams. That gives you the 7th, and then there'll be the 8th available, which was the old guard. And this is the Slammers, so they come in the top end pledge with that, which I think gives a club lots of choice.
Yep.
Without breaking about, without going mad, without 57 different poses. Here's your team. That's what you need. All played and play tested. And when you've all played this way 3 or 4 times and you've got the hang of your skills and everything else, you then go to the other arenas. And this is the bit where I think the game gets really, really clever, because I think you've got this game, but having done previous DreadBall and launched and broken many games in the past, what we've decided is rather than changing bits of it, we're just going to put you in a different place. And for that weekend's tournament, just play on Urban Rumble. Now suddenly there's equipment on the pitch. The event deck in its totality changes. You just take that one away, put the new one down now, and that reacts exactly to what's going on here. We've got Anarchy Arena.
Yep.
This is just utterly insane in every way, shape, or form. This is new modes, and the game, and it changes the events, changes what happens to the ball. Bomb mode, for example. I'm getting prompted here, but bomb mode, for example. So these change again. So when you're getting very familiar with your teams and how they play, we'll just change the pitch. You're now playing on a different battlefield. And it's both the joy if you played a few games or lots and lots of games, you still know how to play. The event deck gives you something different, so it just kind of changes the meta. And then you've got the Battle Royale.
The multiplayer one, yeah.
3 to 6 players, end of a tournament day, and this was very popular with the first DreadBall. That's where we took it from, which was just get all your mates round, get your team out and play.
Yep.
And random again, crazy multi-ball action going on. With each arena, there's actually a legacy part of it. You're going to be able to build a tournament, and so we all get together, we all play, and whoever wins not only gets the trophy. What does the trophy give them? Pride and bonus activations. But when you next play and lose the trophy, that passes on. But you actually get a card, and I said we'd come back to this earlier, that goes in your deck. And you get to keep that, and you keep it forever. And that gets shuffled into your DreadBall deck. And so what we're finding is if someone plays 20 games and someone plays 1, they've got so many different bonuses, and you can never use your campaign team. Whereas this gives you a slight buff. It goes in your deck. It comes out once per game. I think when you've got about 7 of these cards, you have to pick 3. Oh, is it always max 3? Okay.
So they can't hear me, but you can play multiple different championships in a different range. You can do a Battle Royale, you can do whatever. Those legacy cards will stay with your team across the championships.
Yeah.
But you only have a maximum of 3 in your deck. So no matter how you go, you just got to choose your favorites.
So you choose your favourites. So basically, he just explained to me there, but basically, as you draw these cards from all the different tournaments you've played, you start to stack out your cool and thematic deck, which reminds you of the time you won Here, There, or Everywhere. And there's a few of those, so you win it in first, second, and third place. But you can then pick which ones of those you really like, and adds flavour to your game without essentially unbalancing it and making it so that the good players are always going to win. We wanted to keep it as we are today. The worst player is definitely overachieving. I think we all agree at this point. So those are the arenas. That's what's going on. Those are the layers. Should we? What time is it?
It's 6:30. So if you want to go
super quick at a quick round.
Okay.
Yeah. We will do that. And any other questions? But anyway, thank you for watching. We will power on through. We will get rid of these.
What happens is you are going to draw 3 DreadBall cards.
Yeah.
So again, you have a max size of
7.
So
So I definitely should have burned through all my. Oh, so these go back in?
Oh, yeah.
We lose everything we have? So I definitely should have used those cards in a bit more of a cavalier fashion. I had some dashes. I should have used those dice, so that was my mistake. I could have done more cool things. Give him a bit more of a towing when he was on the floor.
And then, draw 3, then do your fan roll.
Yep.
All the players will be ready again.
Okay. I'll do my fan roll. So 1 extra card, the same as last time.
And this time 4 extra cards.
Oh my god.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to maximum of 7.
Yeah. So
And
you've
now
got
I'll
to have
get
something in
bonus
there.
activations now. I don't need them anymore. Yep. I'll turn those over. And we're going to do an event deck, and hopefully I'm going to go first and can go and get some scoring going on, and then get the game getting exciting. Let's see. If you are watching and you're thinking about jumping on board, the rule book is available to have a look at and have a read through. You'll probably find out how many mistakes we've been making, but you're getting the gist of it.
Yeah.
There's violence. Apparently you can score.
There's
in
a lot
this
of
game.
violence, but yeah.
Slightly overweighted on the violence and slightly under on the scoring so far, but there we are. That's the way the cookie crumbles. But you can have a look at it, have a little play with it, and see if it's something you want to jump on board with.
Yeah.
Mini Walks Matt in chat says,
Oh yeah.
very nostalgic. It's like watching you play Matt in Firefight, which I've watched hundreds of times.
Oh my god. Well, I'm really sorry. They must have had nightmares about that. So yeah.
Just say what I said because they can't hear me.
Oh, sorry. So that was Ross was saying that it's very nostalgic. And who was it again, Ross?
Mini Walks Matt.
Miniworks Matt was saying it's about watching us play Firefight. So yeah, I mean,
You and Matt, wasn't it? That was
Yeah,
one
so I
of our most
played-
watched videos at the time.
I think we did a lot of Firefight. I think I was in the video for Armada. So yeah, this is a blast from
Blast
the
from
past. Yeah,
Blasting from the past.
and just like those old videos, we're still getting things wrong. So that's
Correct.
nice. Yeah,
There's a
it's
certain-
nostalgic
yeah,
in
correct.
all the methods. So shall I look at the event?
Yeah.
So it's a new event. Obviously, they keep the ball. The ball doesn't explode or anything like that, which is a shame. That would be nice.
Yeah.
So thematically, it's meant to be like these glass shields
Yeah.
come down and lock you in place. No rest for the wicked. Everyone else has a drink break and advert break, and then
You go spend some money at the concessions, buy some merch. I think get him getting it stood up, shocking, but there we are.
Yeah, that's right. Well, this is nice for me. So cheering fans, both coaches take a fan role. Well, I guess there's no point for you doing that because you're already
I'm
maxed out.
I have all the
So
perfect
how
cards.
wonderful. That is
And
great.
then it's also favourite. Okay, so can we just have a judge's ruling on this?
No, that's fine.
Because favourite. So it just says here who's going to go first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get
Yeah.
2 extra cards.
Deck stacker is as deck stacker does, I think, is what we're going to say here. So there we are. So now I can expect a bit of a slam coming in.
Well, I hope so because I need to. I've got to do something because obviously you're going to be a problem here. So I can obviously I can.
Gets relaunched, somebody said.
Oh right, okay,
The ball, each player, yeah.
right.
Ball. That is correct. Apologies.
So yeah, you do lose it.
Goes away, and the ball gets relaunched.
Okay.
Also, as a reminder, if you were stood on one of the numbered hexes,
Yeah.
here,
So I might get.
get knocked to the floor by the ball.
Yeah.
We're off to the side.
So do you want to see
Yeah.
where it goes?
So I'm going to go. It's going to go into 2 again.
So here.
And 5.
So luckily it doesn't hit anyone and it goes there.
So all of that good work of me protecting the guy with the ball, now
Yeah.
the ball's back into play. So I should have pushed it a bit more and tried to score. But there we are. I was rather hoping you'd knock me over and knock the ball out of my hands. My boys and girls could have gone and picked it up. There we are.
Let me just have a look at my cards a second.
So now you're going to see how the Jets do play,
Yeah.
which is fast and slick and quick and start scoring. And I'm going to have to try and cope with the fact that they smashed all their teeth in last time. That doesn't have any effect now.
Right. Yeah. Well,
Shh.
Okay.
That was all last time.
so I think, well, that is quite nice for me that the ball has relaunched.
It's very nice for you.
So in that case, I'm going to try and get the ball. Yeah, so I will. And I guess I can just use as many of these cards as I
Yeah, well, I think
want.
one of the things we learned from that was they don't stack. I thought they carried through.
No, yeah,
And
they all
so
get
I should have
burned.
used those
Yeah.
dashes and I should have just slightly
And that's
tried. But
useful
we were trying
to
for the
get
bonus
rid
activation, in
of
fairness.
them. Yeah, right.
Dice cards were being mean.
I'm going to activate the hawk because the hawk is the closest to, well, is fairly close to the ball and is good at striking, hopefully, and keeping. So I need to get the ball. So I'm going to activate the hawk. Turn the card over.
I see who did that.
Then I will dodge. So I'll go 1.
Yep.
Means I have to roll my dodge. So my dodge is 4. So what you do is you roll for the hex you move to. So it's slightly easier.
I'm not threatening that
Yeah.
hex. If I
So
was
I'll
here, you'd be moving something, someone else is still pushing
Yeah.
you. So
So I believe the way
Moving
around
away.
is because I'm no longer threatened, I'll get a bonus. So I'll go up to 5, and I'm needing 5s. Let's hope this works.
no, I think we've had enough of that now. You have your one good roll.
So yeah, I've got,
Yeah, you got plenty, haven't you?
yeah,
Triumph.
I don't get to get any sort of triumph cards for that because I guess they're just sort of, no one's
Continue
really
it.
cheering, just sort of them not getting knocked over. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I've got to try and pick up the ball. Yes, now I'm trying to pick up the ball. Sorry, I'm just working it out in my head. So I get to roll. It's normally a 4. Sorry, I should be doing this one for that so everyone can see. So you've got the hawk here.
Yeah,
I
I'll
get
have
it.
it,
There you go.
So you're going to go keep,
Yeah, which is 4.
keeping, rather than keeping hold of it. It's about
Yeah.
being a keeper with your hands and
So
picking it up.
4. I'm not in the threat hex of anyone, so that'll go up to 5. Ugh. Well, at the minute that is a failure.
So
Come
you've got
on.
one success.
Yeah, I've got 1 success. I'm going to have to burn through some of my cards because I need to pick up the ball. So I'm going to
I don't
burn.
think so, no.
I'm going to burn jump up.
Yeah.
I don't think I need that 'cause I'm all stood up again. So I'll re-roll one of these. Come on, this needs to be.
No, it'd be funny.
Oh yes. So I have picked it up just. Come on, these are meant to be the team that's good at picking it up.
You did roll 5 dice.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Your stats here is move
5. Yeah. So then I'm going to have to chain a load of these things together, basically.
And
Which
I think we're going to show off what we didn't quite manage to do in
Yeah.
the first turn because I was doing my bit, but Rob didn't get his hands on the ball without
so
unencumbered movement.
because what I've done, so I've done my move now. So now obviously I'm still 1, 2, 3 away.
Yep.
I don't want to do an extra activation of like sprinting or anything like that. What I want to try and do is now
Getting there.
using multiple cards to try and get there. And unless Ross runs in and tells me I can't use multiple cards.
Yeah, no.
I think I can. So first of all, I will do the Mighty Dash. I'm just would like to use multiple cards to help me move extra. Yeah, I thought so. So I'm going to do 1, 2. So that is my unique card. That's one of my unique special cards.
Right, so that's your team going that bit further.
And I just need to still move one more. So I'm going to move into here. And then this. And now I will do my action, which is to try and score. Now then. Oh, would I have handed the foul dice over, Ross? Or do I still have the foul dice?
Yeah, I did see it, but
I'm not.
100%
Because basically, I could use the foul dice to add an extra dice into my roll. The problem is, if I get spotted, the score goes to you and I don't score. So I'm probably not going to, as much as I'd love to.
So you're going to have roll on your strike score, which is a 4.
Now, because my rolls have been so terrible, I am going to put in a bonus dice card as well. So there's all the ones I've used. Yeah. Yes, it did, but then I got an event to take it.
Yeah, because you stacked the events in his own
Don't
favour.
say that.
Yeah.
It's meant to be on using go.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to use it yet. I'm too scared about it.
Yeah. Whistle.
So my strike is 4. I'm not on any threats, so that will go up to 5. And then I've also put in another dice because I'm scared. So here we go. This is going to be a triumph. Here we go. This is it.
It should be a triumph.
So I've got 2 8s. So yeah, I have triumphed. This is for the sake of... Yeah, so I got 4.
5.
So that would be a triumph. So...
Yeah, 1 for scoring in the 1 point hex.
Yeah, a hits the goal with a bullseye and 1 extra point is scored. So I'd normally score 1, but I score 2. Oh yeah, nice try. Okay, so we've finally scored.
Hooray!
You don't sound too happy about it, but...
I might have set up slightly different if I'd known I was giving the ball back. I might have started lining up somewhere around those threat hexes.
Relaunched, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So now you can see the great thing about the scoring and actually doing that rather than just smashing each other to bits.
Would you like to roll for the...
Should I do it again?
Yeah.
I will do that. And we have a 3 and a 5.
Oh, okay. This is... Oh, well, luckily it goes 3 and then 5 to here. So it doesn't hit any of our players.
Right. And a new event.
A new event.
If you dare get another favourite card.
Well,
Underdog.
Okay. Well, that's...
Let's see
and
what
what is
happens.
the event?
Yes, it's almost certain to be punishing to the underdog this time. Go team go. Take a fan roll for the team that is losing. If neither team is losing, take a fan roll for the underdogs. Unfortunately, I still have 7 cards.
Yeah.
That's after last time's pathetic attempts at stacking my deck, I've now got more cards.
You are quite greedy, I think. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's where we're going with this. Okay. So we're going to get in, we're going to slam in, we're going to see if I can pull it back.
Oh, let me see if I get a card for...
Your triumph.
My triumph.
Yeah,
so you can carry on.
I think
and
you probably will.
Yeah.
Right. Now I need to get my boy and girl that's pretty good on this. I was going to say, could you not have used your 2 thing there for going for the thing?
Well, I didn't do it, Ronnie, because I'm so honest, I forgot to declare it.
Right.
But also, it would have reduced
your thingy by 1. I wondered if you'd done it.
Yeah,
that was the same as your power card, but you don't lose the dice. And as soon as you're looking for that bonus point, it would have been there. You probably could have scored. Now then, I think I want this boy 5. Now I want to run up there, but
Oh yeah, I will get
three.
I will get an extra card as well.
Right, and I've got loads of things there. So, at this point of the game, and with the clock running down, I think it's time to just not mess
I'm
around.
happy to call it now.
Yeah, I think maybe one more turn.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to say that because I might still get to do that move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got lots of dashes, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get down here. I'm just going to be greedy, so I'm going to have to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. Okay. And when can you do a bonus activation?
So a bonus activation. So if you scored, for example, you wouldn't be able to do one then. Otherwise, you could just keep chaining them together, which would be lovely. What you could do is you could activate someone else and then do a bonus activation. So it was the coach one that I got wrong last time.
Okay.
You have to do that after you've activated everyone else.
Okay, so should I do that for absolute fun? Of course we should, because that will just make it. No, I'm just going to score. All right. No, I'm not. Right, we're going to do bonus activation.
You don't have to do bonus activation yet.
Do the other thingy
nice
first,
reveal.
then. Okay, I'll save that.
But remember, you won't be able to do bonus activation if you score.
Correct. I've
So
got to score second.
Yes.
Right. So
Just don't mess up the slam, assuming that's what you're doing.
obviously,
Yeah.
obviously. Now then, and I'm only doing it because if suplex does not move before taking a slam action, add 3 dice to the slam roll.
Okay, yeah, fine.
So it's just too funny to not try
Yep.
and put another one in the hospital. So let's slam.
Can I just say,
Yeah.
Jato has got an ability, which is blocker, which is remove 1 dice from a slam roll if Jato is the target of the slam. In addition, if an opposing player that is threatened by Jato takes a slam action, Jato must be chosen as the target. So
Okay,
you've
so I've
got to
hit
slam
that. Okay,
her.
that's fair. If I do that, that will be there, and
You're
I would lose a dice.
So, yes, you are threatened by 2 more players. So you'd lose 2 dice.
Oh, for goodness sake, you're ruining all my fun. Right, I'm doing whiplash then.
Okay. I'm just giving you all the
scoring
facts.
business. Right, let's get it on. Move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Whoa. You've got to roll to pick up the ball
Oh,
first.
for goodness
You can't
sake,
just
you're
get
doing
it.
all. You're such a rules lawyer. Right.
Okay, so you got, it's a keep of 4, but that will go up to 5 because you're not threatened.
I nearly sat down all the way.
I might say you're standing up now. You're getting.
I got excited. I wasn't quite. So there's a 6, and there's a 6, and there's a 4, and there's an 8, and there's a 2.
Yep, you're fine.
So I've got 3 with a roll,
Yep.
which is a 5, which is a 4. So I get that. That's a triumph.
I don't know if you get triumphs for keeps.
No, don't you do?
No. I'll check, but Ross might run in again.
Right. But anyway,
Yeah, that's fine. You check that, and I'll let you.
I can't get any more dice rolls anyway.
Oh, you've got all the cards anyway, haven't you? So you can't have any more. Yeah. Oh no, you do. If the roll is a triumph, the player keeps the ball. Yeah. So it wasn't at one point. That's what. Yeah. Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
I've got a dash. Of course, I've got a dash, but I have only 1 dash. 57 slams. Dash.
So you've used a card for that one, have you? Yeah.
Now do,
A
I
dash
get
card?
now do I get my bonus dice or dash?
Yeah.
I've dashed. And so now we shoot.
You're pretty good actually at striking.
Yeah, that's why that
Yeah,
fella
yeah.
went and did it. So that's 4. Unopposed 5.
Yeah. You've already got 1 success because that's his
my thing.
ability. Yeah. Yeah. What could? So again, this is the character
Now,
that
how many do I
closes his
need?
eyes when
How
he.
many do I do? Yeah. How many do I need to get a triumph?
4 plus.
4 plus. So we've got to use bonus dice.
Yeah.
Got to use power slam. No, I can't use that. Okay, so we've got 4 plus 1 plus 1.
Yeah.
And we've got a 6, we've got a 5,
Oh,
we've
you're
got an 8,
fine.
we've got a 6, we've got an 8, we've got a 2. 2 more, just for completeness' sake, and a 7 and a 5. The fans go wild. That is a 7.
Wow.
Success. Surely that must be something.
No.
7 successes.
One,
you win instantly.
Ah, yeah. Nice try. So it goes back to 0. So we're back to where we started.
Wait, and I didn't slam you because I was being good. The ball is going to come shooting on, but now you can start getting the flavour of when we don't just crush each other.
Yeah.
The fun and the flavour and the taste of the game. I get a card because I triumphed.
Yep. Okay, yeah, one more turn each. Yeah.
So
for me to win it.
Winner wins. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, and so do you want to launch the ball again, Ronnie? You can be in charge of that.
Allow me to do that.
Yeah.
So we've got an 8 and a 5. It's coming out hot.
So it'll go there.
Right. That's going to be fun.
Okay. Now, I think that benefits you, possibly. Right, so I've got... Oh no, I thought... No, that was you who'd got the bonus activation. I was thinking I'd got... Okay, so I've got these 2 in the sin bin here, which isn't great. So I'm just working out how I can score potentially. So Susie, 7. I could do that. I could try and triumph and then do something spectacular, which I haven't got anything spectacular at the minute, but you never know. If I triumph,
Got to try it.
so we've got one more turn each, haven't we? So I need to try and get the ball.
And if you get the
hopefully
ball,
triumph.
I then got to get the ball off you and score.
Yeah.
So having the ball will be a powerful maneuver.
Whoa. Maybe I can do this. Right.
Oh, Here we go. Skill. He's remembered his.
Yeah, I remembered what
declare your
Let me
thingy at the
just check.
beginning.
So you can hear my brain is okay. So
he looks like an old champion, kind of remembering those maneuvers.
I'm on the ropes.
Yeah, but then like Rocky comes out swinging.
5. Yeah, so I think
You still got it, Rob. You still got it. You can do this.
But then has strike. Right. Okay. Here we go. So let me just work this out.
No, play it.
No, I can't. I'm
do
allowed
it.
to work
Just
it
do it.
out. 1,
Just play it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would be. Then. And then hang on. I don't think I can quite get it. Maybe. Let me just check. No, I can get it there, but I don't think I can then, unless I triumph. So let's try.
Got to go for the glory shot.
Yeah.
Just
I
the
think
money
that's.
shot.
I think then I've got to. I think Miguel is my best opportunity to triumph on the keep because he has got the star. So I've already got 1. So I just need 3 more. The only problem is I was going to turbo boost. But that's going to lose me 1. But I think
you have to do it.
I need to do it. I think so.
Right. So you're going to turbo boost.
I'm going to turbo boost. I'm going to activate Miguel. So I didn't get to activate Miguel last time, but so they're all pretty fast. He's not quite fast enough, but I'm hoping that this keep might be the thing that I need.
So 5 coming out the gates. Miguel there.
Oh my God! Right. So yeah. So
tell Miguel.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right.
Then I've got my turbo boost. 6, 7 onto the ball.
On the ball.
Because I need this to go well, I'm going to put a bonus dice in.
Okay.
So, computing here. I would normally get 4. I get 5 for the bonus dice.
1 for the
6
post.
because I'm unopposed. However, I lose 1 for my turbo boost. I've already got 1 success.
So you're looking for 3 successes.
Yeah. And this is going to be exactly what I need. Okay, here we go. Okay.
We can blame the dice.
Okay, so I've got 1. So that would be 2 with
got the ball.
keep. I've got the ball. I haven't actually. Okay, I've got the ball. That's the main thing. Unfortunately, I really wanted to get a triumph to see if I could then get a card that I needed. I've done my turbo boost. So I have still got So at the minute, sorry, I'm just working it out. All I've done is move. I've picked up the ball.
Yeah.
So I've still got an extra thing to do. What I could do is grandstand. I'm going to roll 4 dice.
Yep.
They're all going to be 8s.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to get the card I need
No.
to do an extra activation.
No glory.
No. This is what I need to do.
No guts, no glory.
Because at the minute, I'm not going to be able to get to the... Even though I've got...
And if only I had a bonus activation so I could smash it with one and pick it up the ball with the other. So you've got to think about that.
That's fine.
So you've got to do it. You've got to go for it.
Sort of grandstand.
You've got to grandstand.
I think that's the only thing I can do.
And so far, the fan checks have been so kind to the roller.
This
got to
is the
swing
time.
the other way.
This is the time. This is going to be...
This is
These
the
are all going
moment
to be
we
8s.
want to see.
Here we go. So Miguel is going to grandstand. Here we go.
Fan check.
Come on. This is it. This is it. Oh, I've dropped one. Oh,
You
my
know,
God.
having a look. Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
So instead of running away from me, you're going to stand right there.
I mean, I assume I don't know if I can burn my cards.
One won't even give you one card, won't it?
Yeah. I mean, do I burn these 2 to try and do a reroll?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm assuming, unless Ross comes in, that I can use these cards to...
We're going to say you can anyway.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to burn
Please,
these 2.
warning when the rules are written. There is still some developments. We're still taking feedback during the Kickstarter. But right now, we're playing for maximum excitement.
I've failed my...
the decision's been made.
Factor. Okay, and I'm just burning 2 cards to reroll.
I'm just here to watch you roll ones again.
Yeah,
great.
because he is spectacular.
I've got 1.
Got one.
This is it.
Better be one hell of a
This
card.
is it. This is going to be the card.
The card.
This is the bonus activation.
This is good. This is grandstanding because he needs to get from there to there and score.
No. Well, no. So that is Miguel's go. So now...
Right. Now, I've got to remember illegal procedure.
Yeah, but hang on. Let me just check. The coach... When can I activate the coach? Sorry, we're going to do the coach.
So you do a standard activation of a player,
Yeah. Well, hang on.
and then you can do any
Shocking.
bonus activation. You can do card bonus activation, coach bonus activation, or a combination.
Oh, sorry. I thought when you said earlier on, I thought the coach could only be done...
As the starting activation. You can only do the coach as a starting activation.
But he's just been.
So if this card's on its ready side, you can use it to make a standard activation or a bonus activation with any player in your team.
Activation is choosing the player
Yeah.
and flipping him.
Yeah.
That's a standard activation.
Yeah.
After that, you can use a coach card. If you've used every player, then as your standard activation, you can use the
Right.
So we did do it
So
right.
we did do it right. I think maybe.
chat maybe.
Okay.
So you're saying
You can flip that coach.
that it's all gone my way, actually. I can flip this coach. I can now do a bonus activation with my friend Miguel.
Yeah, so we definitely did it right.
Yeah,
B,
okay.
go and try and score.
I got
No, he's not going to do that. I would take the 2 points and let me score the 3 to win it.
7. Yeah, okay, right.
You've got to try
trying to
it.
think. Okay. So there we go. Well, thanks to Ross there.
Yep.
See,
No, you see, this is the whole stringing together.
Yeah,
We're self-doubting ourselves. The whole point
Right.
is very fluid, very fast,
So
and outrageously swingy.
Miguel will go. I don't need my turbo boost. I'm just going to go in and do this. So, can move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go.
Yep.
I am going to use my bonus dice card. Judging by how terrible I'm definitely not going to use that.
Just chuck it in there. Give it a points.
Did I do it? This is the last go, right?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm
gotta
going to
do
use
it.
my foul dice.
Okay, goes in, and as is, if it goes wrong, it goes very badly wrong at this point.
Okay.
He probably wouldn't do
I
this.
wouldn't do this normally,
but
I think
we
I
are
need all the help I
creating
can
a
get.
fan spectacle. We have a finale.
I get 4. I get 1 extra. I mean, do I really need that? And
You
I get
2
another
extra.
one.
You so just talk people through it. You get 4 because of your stat.
Yeah, 4, yeah, sorry. So again, 4 because of my strike,
Yeah.
1 because I've got no threat hexes.
So no one's
Another one because
interfering
I've
with
used the
it.
bonus dice, and then foolishly,
He's throwing in.
I mean, again.
And what's about if that's a 1?
So if that's a 1, I think I don't score.
No, and I get the points.
Even if I roll the dice, you get the points.
Yeah. Do it, do it. Come on, we want the 1, Rob. Just a great way to finish your rolling off today.
This is going to be. And
Should we
again,
roll
if
that
this-
separately? Should we roll the thing and then roll the
No,
12 dice separately?
No. Okay, yeah, I will do. All right. So let's do it. Okay. But I wouldn't do this normally. This is foolish.
Yeah,
All right?
but it's fun.
Foolish. So,
So,
in a minute,
You've
I-
got
I
more
definitely
eight.
have got it.
Finally, his 8 train has left
Yeah.
the station. Everything is scored.
at the minute.
He's got 4.
okay, so that-
right,
so I've
back to
got
normal
4.
there. Now then.
Now, here's the thing.
Now, this is a 2-pointer. Am I getting these 2 points or are you getting these 2
Okay,
points?
here we go. Oh, I don't want to do this.
Ooh.
Yes. So that would come over to you.
2 points. I now get that. You
I
know
get
where
2
that's
points.
going.
I get
next
another
turn.
card. And then it's up to you.
Well, this fires back in.
Yeah, do you want to roll?
No, you can roll the stuff.
Okay, I'll roll this time. Oh, now, if this hits your player, you're not allowed to blame me.
Oh, all of a sudden.
4, and it's a 4. Oh, that's a shame. So there.
Yeah.
That would have been brilliant if it hit your player.
It would have been funny.
Okay, so this is your last go. You've got to do something
Right. And
spectacular.
I've got to not remember to... Right.
Tell you what, this is the guy I'm going to call you on that illegal procedure if you don't do it.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. I would,
Not that I'm desperate to win.
no. But...
It's interesting that this is what happens if you stop slamming.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think I don't think there was much other choice because no one could get control of the
Oh,
ball
yeah,
in the
yeah,
first one,
yeah.
so it was just bouncing around. This is what happens when it opens up,
Yeah.
and then there's space. Now, I need to play one and then do a bonus activation, but I need to do no risks. You see, I've
Took
got
some advice?
yeah,
Okay, so who's the one that's good at actually striking?
the one that's
Oh.
already gone.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, okay, it's like that now, is it? Okay. So, I've got tons of
So how far does he move? 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so
pick
got
up and
do you want
throw.
some sweet.
Yes.
No. You could, to make it slightly safer,
Yeah.
you could activate. This is
This
Nelson.
that is Nelson. Yeah.
Nelson picks up the ball.
Yeah.
He's a keep 3.
Yeah.
He'll be on 4 dice.
Yeah.
Fine, no problem.
Because he's
there.
unopposed. You're in here.
So that is
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
2, 3.
Hand off.
His hand off. Give or take the ball from a friendly player in an adjacent hex. They have to roll a keep. So Whiplash is going to be rolling 5 dice on the keep.
Yeah.
You then use your bonus activation to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
And roll.
Done.
And then basically bosh.
Bosh. Bish bash.
It's easy as that.
It's as easy as that. Let's do that.
Okay.
So
So again, if Ronnie wins, I've
Yeah.
given him this tactical advice.
that's what I was going to do anyway.
You were going to slam.
I was going to slam. I was definitely
Don't even
slamming.
lie.
I was definitely
You were gonna go
slamming.
around slamming
I was
everybody.
like, slam, bonus activation, another slam, and then maybe somehow we can get there. Right. Nelson.
Well done. Yeah.
So I don't do an activation. I can move 3. Now, the first thing is don't mess it up, you
Okay.
big goob.
I mean, if you've got any bone,
Yeah,
don't start moving yet.
What?
You've got to get the ball first.
I was
Move
going
on.
to
Okay,
put him on
right.
there. Yeah,
One.
put him on there.
Okay,
Right.
1.
Okay. That's a reroll. I can save that. Then all mighty slams and power slams.
Okay, but they're all great for rerolls.
That's where we're going to go.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
it. We're going to jump up. We don't need that nonsense. So I get 3.
5. You get.
Who are we doing with? Nelson has keep of 3.
So you get 4 because you're unthreatened.
Yeah. So I've got 4.
So don't mess this up.
Don't mess it up. Where everyone wants to see.
Oh my God, 3 8s. Loves it. Oh jeez.
I've started dabbing.
I mean,
You've
that come
started
on.
dabbing.
Dabbing's so like what? 2021.
That's where the cool kids
You'll be
hang.
doing 6 7 next, blimey.
I don't know what 6 7
Oh,
is,
there-
but
oh,
I
there
want
we
to do
go.
it. I definitely want. Oh, I've got another 2 8s.
Okay.
Don't use all of my rolls up here.
Yeah, yeah,
1,
get
2,
this.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 successes.
Okay, so you
I definitely have the ball
triumphed.
and I triumph, so I get
Yeah.
a card.
Yeah. Wow.
Let's get that out.
Amazing
Bonus
scenes.
dice. Get that out. Right.
So you've used none of your cards at the minute, have you? No. So you've
1,
got
2,
the ball.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1 2.
Good.
Do you want me to move him for you? Or you move him in case I
Yeah.
poison him? So move there.
1,
This
2.
is basically my go. You're then trying to hand off.
Yeah.
So you give or take. Oh, sorry.
I could have done it last time, couldn't I?
Ball, possibly, yeah. Sorry.
So last time I think I could have grabbed it and tried to go.
And we wouldn't have been able to have this
You
spectacular
know what?
turn.
This is more fun.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a whole lot more fun.
So,
The energy's changed.
Hand off. Give or take the ball from friendly player in adjacent tile. Take a keep roll for the player given the ball. So Whiplash will be...
Okay, so I'm going to give it to him because it's still his turn. His activation is giving it.
Yeah.
He's not activated yet, so he can run it.
Yeah, he's just got to roll for the keep.
Yeah. So he's got a keep of 4.
Goes up to
5 because unopposed.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness.
2.
Well, that's fine. That's all you need.
That's all I needed.
Yeah. So the ball is passed to him. Okay, so that is the end of...
Can he slam anyone?
Go.
Should you slam? No, don't slam.
Anyone.
No slamming. Okay, we've got it. Definitely no slamming.
Now,
bonus activation.
Bonus activation. Here we go.
Bonus activation card.
Yeah.
No, could I use my coach card first?
Well,
Slam?
this is your last go.
Slam?
No slamming.
Okay, we're just going to go straight for the scoring.
Yeah, just go for the scoring.
Okay, but he's next to someone.
We're already 10 minutes after we was meant to be. Come
okay,
on. I haven't had my dinner yet.
Everyone's to go home. Fine, let's do it. So here it is.
Hang on. Well, are you not going to go for the big one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. So let's. I don't know. Turn the card over because it's done. But I've done my bonus activation card, and I'm going to go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Genius skills. I don't know how I came up with this.
Yeah, that's great. Great plan.
Great plan. 4 dice.
Yeah.
Unopposed.
Yeah.
5 dice.
You got any bonus dice?
Bonus dice. 6 dice. Can I do anything else?
Manifest Destiny. These will all be ones.
Oh.
All ones. Oh, that would be fantastic. Yes. I did it for mine.
I don't want to do it now.
It's only fair.
I don't want to do it now.
No, you've got to. It's only fair. It's a gentleman's agreement.
Oh, okay. I'll roll after.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'll roll again.
I can't wait for that to be a 1.
Well,
you've definitely done it.
7, 7, 8, 6, 5.
And it's a triumph. So
it's a triumph. So I'm on 3 points.
That would win it for you. I hope this is. Well, move all those dice out. So we can
definitely. Are you focusing in on this? Are we looking? This is it.
This is a 1
for the game.
Manifest Destiny.
No.
This is a 1.
8.
I basically came up with that play, so this is a 1.
8.
So 1, 2, 3, and it is 1-0 to you. Well done.
Great game. Great fun. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what DreadBall All-Stars is all about. It's fun, it's fast, it's got crunchiness to it, but it's not overwhelming. You're going to get through it. You probably won't slam quite as much as we did in the first time. We've never seen 200 like that. We had a few mistakes, but I hope you got a flavour.
Yep.
Rob, thank you. Thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
Thanks for playing both underdogs and favourites for most of the game.
Well, I won that game.
Yeah. But there we are. Listen, it's all here. It's on Kickstarter. It finishes on Thursday. We'd love you to join us. It'll get delivered. Maybe just to have it on the Christmas tree, if not, just in the new year to get started. Beautiful figures to paint, everything to play, something for your club, something for your scouts, school, mums, dads to play with nieces and nephews.
I mean, you're ticking all the boxes.
Anyone that wants it, this is great. As long as you like playing with dice and miniature toy soldiers, because that's kind of what it is. Rob, anything to add?
No, I think I think if you're a DreadBall fan, this is great because it offers something different to the classic DreadBall, and play them both.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We couldn't bring that back. It wasn't this is what we had to do.
Yeah.
We've got the best person in the world to write it. We've got the IP that's just, the story. I think Rob's had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, great. I've really enjoyed it.
A lot of in jokes. There's a whole heap of fun in here. There's tons of things you're going to discover. We're going to be working on it for the next 3 or 4 months, taking feedback as we do and making it even more polished and beautiful. Thank you for anyone that's helped with the tactics for me today, including Rob and my opponent and lots of people online. Everybody, thank you very much for watching. We will see you again soon.